buddies and say hi? Come here. He's a good boy. He's a good boy? Yes, you are such a good boy. All right. Let me just put this down in front of me right here. Get this up a little bit. I need a better freaking stand. Okay. This thing is cheap, that's why. Maybe I'll stand on camera because I'm sitting on my couch. Perfect. What? Okay, tappity tap tap. Why is it blurry? Hold on. Is it blurry? It's blurry, isn't it? Okay. I don't care. Whatever. Tap the screen. And we're going to talk about these topics right here. Why does it look so weird? Is it just me or does it look weird? Maybe I just look weird. I don't have any makeup on or anything today. I don't know what is going on. Let me go in here and take a... It looks weird. No, Fippy, that's tomorrow night on Facts Still Matter live at 7 p.m. Central. I think that my camera is like blurry on my phone. Stop giving me Truth Social updates. All right, I don't know. We're just gonna have to go with whatever it's given us right now. I look like a hologram. Tap, tap, tap the screen. If you disagree with any of these topics, please hit the request button. Good morning, Sam. Thanks for coming in. If you guys are not following me, please hit the follow button. While you're in here, I'd like to see some shares. You can repost that. You can send it to your story. You can repost it. I am not upset about looking like a hologram, but I swear to God, I'm not AI. Thanks for the repost, Mike. You know what we do? Let's just go ahead and get our, all right, we do have our live goal. I don't know where to put this though. You guys see it? Put it right there maybe. I do have a tip goal of 150 daily. We try to knock that out and do the best we can, even during these tough times. And all the pay links are in my bio for that. Hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. I am couch sitting today. I am plopped plumb down on my couch. So keep on tapping. I should probably go get my laptop though. Thanks for everybody who hung out last night and did a little breastfeeding trivia with us. I talked to Savannah last night. Her neighbor had a full knee replacement. He's an older gentleman. And she took over a shift kind of last minute. So obviously. Also, you guys, so somebody asked me to make an Amazon wish list, which is like really weird to me. But they insisted that I do it. I haven't done it yet. But like, is that something that people do? I just don't. I have an Amazon wish list that's not public, and I think it's public to like my family. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. What do y'all think? If you went live every day and had built some sort of relationship with people and they asked you to do that, would you do it? Or is that weird? I don't know. You guys are so kind. I appreciate you here to stay. Juan asked me to share one in his server. I don't have money to buy extra gifts this year. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, definitely optional. I don't know. I just like, that's awesome, Ash. I think if you're rich, you don't need it like most influencers. I think if you're rich, you don't need it like oh, got it. Yeah. Like most, are you saying most influencers like need it? I don't know. I don't really need things. That's the thing. I'm not super like, I don't know. I hate to say like I'm not materialistic, but like, are you 50 and single? I don't know. How old do you think I am? And I don't know. Do you think I'm single? Are you asking me? Do you want to talk about comparing faces of how old people look? Here, hold on one second. Wait, let me turn off. I think I have a smoothing factor on. Hold on one second. I'll give you that. I think I have a beauty filter on. Let me see if I can turn that off. So hold on one second. Let's be really honest about what we're doing here, right? Because beauty filter makes us feel a little bit better, right? I got to get to it. Hold on one second. Let's see. Okay, there we go. All right. What do y'all think? Okay, no makeup. I'm 43. I have some wrinkles. All right, I just woke up an hour ago. What do y'all think? She's 28. And you're questioning what I look like? Please. That's Caroline. That's Caroline. Yeah, Joe Mama, I hate to break it to you, but you're just coping right now. So, like, I don't know. I feel like hate ages you, right? I don't know. All right, let me put my background back up. What are we doing here? Oops, I don't want to decline that. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't even need the filter. Oh, you guys are so nice. Thanks. But you know what, though? It does make me feel good. I don't have any makeup on, and like I feel like the camera does grab everything and sucks it right in. You know what I'm saying? But, so there we go. Little foundation on. I'm coping. Come on up. Do. I am so not getting into this. Good job, here to stay. I don't know. If a woman's talking about her own looks, I feel like it's okay to say something like I'm clearly commenting on my own looks and comparing myself to somebody else. I feel like that is an open invitation for compliments. I'm just saying. I'm just kidding. Alan, why are you following me? Where is your man? I don't know. Where's your dad? That's where he is. Where's your wife? What if my husband's at work? I'm just at home doing, stay at home shit, right? I got up early this morning and I mopped the floors and I did the windows. I did the dishes and then I got the kiddos off to school. I gave my husband a blowjob and then he went to work. Now I'm having my coffee and I'm doing my MLM, influencing boss lady stuff right now. And then I'm going to get up and I'm going to do some laundry. I'm going to shower. And then when my husband comes home, I'm going to service him with another blowjob. give him dinner, get the kids in the bed, and then go to bed, probably service my husband again, and then get up in the morning and do it all over. Isn't that what you want from us? I am looking for some opposition first. I don't think I really want to talk to Alan, though. It just seems like... Yeah, hey, if it sounds like a good life, then why are people in here questioning what I'm doing? If I'm doing it, right? Like, I'm doing it. How do you know? Sorry life did not work out the way you wanted it to. Here, why don't you come up and tell us about it, Joe Mama? Oh, you have your invites turned off. Oh, he slurred one. Okay. Cammie, why are you spamming a question over and over again? You should probably not do that. I much prefer listening to just you. Okay, so no Alan. No Alan. Yeah, just come up. Like, it's pretty clear. Like, white men are a public health crisis. Like, they're making shit bad. I don't know what do you mean by that? It's pretty clear what I mean by that. White men are a public health crisis. It's literally that simple. Alan, Honey Bear, you've already been told that you're not coming up. What's going on? I wish I had a remote. They should make like a little tiny remote that you could like look at your guest requests from, like over here. Oh yeah, I was being sarcastic. Paige is lying. I never slurred. I'm gonna believe Paige. And yes. Male exclusionary radical feminist. I don't know what that is, but yes, I'm all about excluding men. I don't know what that means. Now, males know because some males are trans women, so I would not exclude trans women from feminism, and they're males. So, yeah. It's a way to include trans men in feminism without being reductive. Well, trans men are men. Okay, I hear what you're saying. So trans men would still need health care too. Yeah, okay. Sure. I can hear what you're saying on that. Yeah. Okay. That's a good point, actually. Trans people have very unique experiences in the domain of like gender roles and like oppression versus being oppressors. And I think that's something that we just have to recognize, because I hear what you're saying. So even like a mask presenting trans man might have issues getting the care that they need as far as like female care goes. So I can see how that is a unique experience. Yeah. And that's why that's why all people need health care, right? The oppression they experience is on the basis of them being trans. Well, I mean, yes. It would depend. Not really. I don't agree with that statement fully, because trans women yeah. I don't know. I don't think we have to put a label on it. I think you just have to like understand that the experience is unique. But the blockade would probably be due to partly of them being trans. And then on top of it, it's already hard to get care for like female reproduction. So being trans and trying to get care that, when men get would be, yeah. So Yeah, I don't either. I agree with that, HCAS, that I don't think that you should take turf and then say Murph because it does sound icky. Um, I also just like don't feel the need to try to exclude anybody. That's not really what feminism is about. So like, um, oh, my mods are on a power trip. Maybe like you come in here and just say stupid shit. I don't know. Maybe find somewhere else to hang out. My mods can do whatever they want. Yeah, I hear that. But you have to, I think you have to acknowledge though that trans men need access to reproductive care, and so that would be like an additional barrier for trans men. Oh, and they're gone. All right, y'all. If you will tap the screen, let's see if we can knock out part of this gift goal, like in the first quarter that we're online. So if we kind of make an attempt to maybe knock that down a little bit here with the dollar train, that's the easiest way to do it. All right, I tried to let you up just a second ago. Let's see if it works this time.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah,
How,
sorry,
how old
what's
are
wrong
you?
with Filbro Lang? Yeah, what's wrong with Phil?
How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 23.
Okay. And which topic on the background did you want to talk about?
The one at the top, no Filbro
Universal
language.
health care?
Yeah. So, what's wrong with Filbro language?
Oh, I'm sorry, that's not a topic. Did you want to talk about the first topic, universal health care?
No, I'm just asking. No, the one at the top, the no Filbro language one.
Oh, it's not a topic. Yeah, I just prefer that people speak in language that everybody can understand. Yeah.
Right. Anyway, so I guess we can talk about the breastfeeding one. Um,
Hmm.
so I guess you believe women should be able to um, I guess I'll ask you, why do you think women should be able to breastfeed in public?
Because babies need to eat.
Okay, so I guess you don't see any problem with a woman having her chest out.
To breastfeed? No.
Okay, so like kids like seeing that, that's completely fine to you.
Yes.
Okay, so if women can have their tits out, can I like pop my dick out like randomly
Do you need to have your penis out for a reason?
if I just wanted it out?
What are you doing with it?
I'm just walking around like that,
Okay. Well, what is she doing with her breast?
feeding a child.
Okay. So then you're not doing anything with your penis? You just want to pull it out? That's weird. Do you want to do that? Is that what you're saying? Is that if women get to breastfeed, you want to expose yourself to children?
I mean, I'm just saying.
Well, no, you
I'm
asked.
not necessarily
Yeah,
saying that I want to do that, but I'm just saying in theory,
you don't.
what would be the problem?
Well,
Well,
so
what would be the
in
problem?
theory, you think men should be able to pull their penises out because women are feeding their children.
Well, I don't really see the difference.
Oh, you don't see the difference between feeding a child and pulling your penis out?
Well, if a woman has her tits out, then I should be able to have my penis out as well.
Well, again, I'm just going to ask you again. Are you feeding a child with your penis?
If I was, would that be okay?
If you are you asking if you wanted to put your penis in a child's mouth? Would that be okay? Is that what you're asking me?
Okay, well, okay, hold on. Well, when you phrase it like that, it sounds really weird.
It
So
does sound really
let's
weird.
not get,
Well,
yeah.
it does sound really weird. You see, because what are breasts for?
I don't even know. I think they're just for for sexual desires.
Oh, so breasts are for sexual desires?
I think so. Oh wait, no, it's to feed children. Yeah.
Oh, to feed children. What's your penis for?
Um, Reproduction.
And to urinate.
Oh
So,
yeah, yeah, I
breasts,
guess.
yeah. So breasts are meant to go in a child's mouth, correct?
Okay.
Okay. Are you advocating that you would also like to put your penis in children's mouths? Is that what you came up here to compare?
Okay, yeah, I feel like you're making it sound really, really weird.
I'm not
Like,
making it sound weird. I'm
listen,
asking you question,
ma'am,
and it
ma'am,
feels
ma'am,
weird because it is weird to compare a natural act that is meant for that purpose and then to say something like, I'd like to pull my penis out. And is
ma'am,
that
ma'am,
okay,
ma'am,
right? Because you were
ma'am,
asking if it is okay in front of
ma'am. My
children. And
argument,
then you
my
asked about pulling your own penis out in front of children. Do you think that is a fair
ma'am,
comparison?
ma'am, my argument is breasts are private, right? They're private areas of a woman's body, right?
Well,
So
why?
is
Hold on, why? Not everywhere.
what? So you think breasts aren't sexual?
Men sexualize them, but what do you mean? Like feet are sexual. Do you
Do
think
you
women
think?
feet?
Okay, so if okay, sweet.
There's a
So
huge industry around men who find feet sexual and erotic. Do you think women should cover their feet up in public?
feet aren't your private areas.
Well, why are breasts your private area? Who decided that?
Because that's
Because
I
men
mean,
sexualize them, right?
that's actually a good, yeah, that's actually a good question,
Right.
but and I guess
So
it's
if
just
we
because
want
I've
to make all things that men sexualize private, I'm going to ask you, there's a huge industry, like a multi-million dollar industry around feet.
yeah, that's actually a good point. But real
Okay,
quick,
great. Yeah.
I guess we could ask you the question: do you think breasts are sexual? Like you?
No.
Okay, so let's say that I see a woman, right? And she
Hmm.
just has like a great rack. So
Hmm.
I go up. Okay, let me not use me actually. Let's
Hmm.
say there's this guy who
No,
sees
we
a
can
woman,
use
right?
you. That's fine. So you see a woman with a nice rack. You walk up to her and what now?
No, I'm not going to use me. Let's just say there's this guy, right?
Well, we can
Just
use you. That's fine. So you walk
okay,
up to a
fine,
woman with a great
fine.
rack and what now?
Yeah, a woman which just has such nice like tits, right?
Hmm.
So I go up to her, right, and then I touch them, right, without her consent. According
Hmm.
to you, right, that wouldn't be sexual assault because breasts aren't sexual.
Are you allowed to go up and touch people without
It
their
would just be,
consent?
yeah, it should just be classed as unwanted
Sure,
touching, nothing
sure.
sexual.
I would be okay with just classifying that as assault if that means that we can breastfeed in public. Yeah, that's fine. I'd go ahead and
So
just
not,
sure. That's
so
fine.
not,
Fine.
so
Yep.
not sexual assault then, right?
Yeah, I mean if that's what like you would like need to like understand, sure. I would be okay with not calling that sexual assault and just assault. Sure.
Yeah, that's a fair trade-off. Yeah, sure. If we let women breastfeed in public, it's not sexual assault when we go and like grab their chest.
Right, you would just be assault and you'd go to jail. It's right,
Well,
assault.
I don't think touching someone is
Wait, you think
automatically
you could
assault.
just go wait, so if you go up to me and like grab pick like grab my waist or like poke me in my belly button or like grab me or pinch me, you don't think that's assault?
It's unwanted touching, but it
Yeah,
depends on like
unwanted
your
touching,
hold
right? So
on.
I could still
Yeah,
call the police, right? And right.
yeah, but yeah, I doubt I'd get in much trouble for that. I mean, but I think it
Okay, so
depends on like
your
your legal.
trade-off is that you want to be able to touch women and not get. So far, so I just want to be clear for everybody watching. So far, what we have learned about you is that if women can breastfeed, you want to be able to pull your penis out, put your penis in children's mouths, and touch
I
women
never
on their
said the
breath.
second one. I never said the second one.
You did. You did. You did. I asked you, is your penis meant for feeding children? And you said, what if it was?
Yeah, that's hypothetical.
Right? How? Well, sure. Right. So in this hypothetical, you would want to put your penis in a child's mouth, right? To
Well,
feed them.
if my penis was meant for feeding children, then yes.
Yeah. If your penis was meant for feeding children, then that would be a purpose to have it out, right? But it's not, right? It's not because breasts are meant to feed children.
Yeah, sure, but what I'm trying to get to is that this doesn't change the fact that it's a part of your body. But if you're making the
Can
argument that
you
it's not
tell
a
me the
sexual part of
sexual?
your
Can you
body,
tell me the
if
sexual part?
yeah, listen, if you're making the argument that's not
Hold
a
on.
part of
Can
your
you
body,
tell me this? No, no, no. Can you tell me the sexual part?
um, I'd say probably like around the nipple.
No, I'm not asking for the location, right?
No,
What is sexual about breasts?
There's some biological, I guess, like explanations to why we deem them as like sexual. I think there are like we do get like aroused when we. I mean, well, okay. You know what? No, listen, I've already conceded. Hold on, listen. I've already conceded, right, to the
Oh, I
idea.
believe somebody paid to kick you. Okay, sorry guys, trigger warning. I just like the next person who wants to come up, I need you to understand that I'm going to take you down that road. Because when you start to compare breastfeeding to other parts of the body, that's where we're going to go. Because all you're doing is sexualizing children, women, like you're doing it. And somebody else made a really good point about if I have children, they see me breastfeeding at home and it's normalized. So what is the difference between a child seeing it at home versus seeing it out in public? Um, Hold on. Let me go get my laptop really quick. Versus seeing it out in public. Um, Laptop really quick. Laptop really quick. Let's see if it works today. Yesterday I couldn't get anything to load on it. I deleted a bunch of stuff to give it some space. All right, let's see here. We'll bring up whoever's next. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 20.
All right, it says 21 to join when you scroll in. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Okay. What topic did you want to talk about?
So I agree with all of these. I want clarification on what you mean by white tea men are a public health crisis.
It means that white men are a public health crisis. Thank
But
you,
like,
Izzy, for the dollar train. Let's make sure we're doing the dollar train, you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, it means white men are a public health crisis.
but like in what way are they?
They're the cause of public health crisis and the perpetuation of public health crises. Crises.
Which public health crises though?
Name one.
So say because the ones I can think of are um, poor access to food in some areas, so like food deserts.
Yep, that's going to be due to capitalism, for-profit legislation, all typically done and ran and put into legislation by white men. The benefit of that are going to be people at the top of the funnel. That is going to be white men.
I don't think that the only people at the top of the funnel are white men. I think
They're
that
they're primarily white men.
they are, but at the same time, I
Right.
would say that there are white women at the top and there are white men who are at the bottom who are in these
I
food
don't
deserts
care.
suffering.
White men have control and power in this country and in this society, actually globally. And so, yeah, when they voted in Idaho to increase their own, or Iowa to increase their own food per diem, but they decided to not pay for children in Iowa to have food. It was primarily white men who voted on that. So their vote, the majority, was why they decided to not feed children in Iowa, but they increased their own food per diem to themselves. So not only did they choose a pathway that cost more money to feed themselves, they opted to not feed children. So do you want to give me another food crisis? Do we want to go through each state? Do we want to go
Thank
through?
you. You clarified it.
I'm
Thank
sorry?
you. You clarified it.
Okay, great. Thank you for the $5. Thank you for jumping on the dollar train and the $5 train. Choo choo. Intellectual takedowns this morning made me giddy. Thank you, Marissa. Oh, okay, you're gone. All right. Sean, sorry, I wasn't reading all your comments. What am I waiting for? Oh, you wanted to add the question, name 2 white women that control the means of production, right? I need you up here for communist stuff. I'm learning.
Hey, good morning.
Oh, did you mean to join?
I wanted to yell at someone that was already up.
I appreciate you.
You can have me up here as backup if you want. I'll be quiet. But
Well,
it was
sure.
just outrageous.
Yeah,
Outrageous.
for sure. I do sometimes have other co-hosts that hang out. So if they show up, I may do some swap out. But if you want to hang
Sure.
out for a little bit, sure.
Sure. And I used to breastfeed in public. And I'll tell you the biggest trick that I used that I loved, I could rely on it when I got on an airplane and I didn't want like flying Southwest where people ramble in and pick their own seats. I would immediately start breastfeeding my kid and nobody sat next to me. It was awesome.
Funny. If I was flying, I would on purpose. I would choose to sit next to somebody with a baby.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I can handle it, and I would like help them if they started freaking out. I breastfed my daughter till she was a little bit. She was a little bit under 2.5, and I took her everywhere with me. And I remember I remember I went to like a Mexican restaurant in downtown Nashville, sat out on the patio, sat at a high top, and I ate chips and salsa and drank a margarita while breastfeeding.
Oh, yeah. I'm a general contractor. So I've breast my child on the job site. Yeah, exactly. Sorry. I'm on my second cup of coffee.
I feel you. Dr. Paul, how old are you?
39.
Are you a doctor?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I just want to make sure if that, I'll respect that and call you Dr. Paul if you'd like. Were you in opposition to anything on the background? Hello?
Yeah, some of the things I was listening to, breastfeeding anywhere.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was listening to you guys' conversations, and I've actually had that experience before.
Wait, hold on. Are you in opposition to breastfeeding in public?
Yeah.
Okay. Why are you in opposition of women feeding their children?
So I don't think the child should be out when until they're weaned from breastfeeding. I think they should stay in the house and
So
yeah.
like for instance,
unless it's an emergency.
so my daughter breastfed till she was 2.5. So she should have stayed in the home till she was 2.5.
Yeah, or you're not saying they can't go outside to the yard and stuff like that, but I
Like
think
nowhere,
that's
right? So like nowhere, like just nowhere.
What about the basement? Should they be put in the basement?
Yeah.
They should be, so from 0 to 2, you got to supervise them all the time anyway, you got to keep your eyes on them. I don't know about putting them
What
in
does
the
that have to
basement.
do with breastfeeding?
Nothing.
Okay, so like when I take my kid to the park to play and then they breastfeed, how's that work?
I mean, you shouldn't breastfeed in the park. You should have bottles prepared. I mean,
Why?
it's a modern way to do things.
Why are you so insecure around breasts?
I'm not insecure.
Well, you are. Why are you afraid that a woman might use her breasts to breastfeed?
I just think it's kind of like dangerous, and it puts
Why?
puts an unnecessary risk and stress on a husband.
Oh, on a husband, is he?
It's a man's effect.
Where is the husband in the situation?
I mean, who knows? He might not be up under.
Why
her.
would he be stressing out over that? Is he watching from up above somewhere or what?
I'm not stressing out, but it might be something that he might want to bring to your attention. That look, sweetheart,
Is he going to beat her up or something?
I would absolutely hope not.
Oh, well, you said it was going to be dangerous. I'm just confused. What was the danger part? You mentioned the husband.
Being in a vulnerable position like that out in public.
What's vulnerable about that?
What's vulnerable about it is you're not mobile. You're stuck in one position that you have to.
Oh, I can run while breastfeeding.
Oh, okay. Well, that's something I've never seen on TikTok.
Yeah, most people's legs don't stop working when their nipples are being used at the same time. My body, yeah.
Is that your regular routine of how you do things?
Walk. Well, also like they don't stay latched. You don't need like a key or a lock to undo it, right? So like if I needed to get up and move, you would just get up and move, right?
Yeah, but you might have to get up and run. It's a difference.
Can I ask you?
Get up and run. So is your contention here that if I go to the park, that I might need to like run from danger? Is that something? I'm very confused here.
I mean, I'm just saying it leaves you vulnerable out here. I feel like
What leaves you vulnerable?
breastfeeding in public.
Why? Why?
Because
Women being in public exists just
a situation that
existing.
it's a situation you don't have control of. Like
That
you have
ha- wait,
control
hold
of
on.
breastfeeding.
What is
Aren't-
the situation?
We're in danger without doing that.
Well,
We could
right,
be
but
like,
He's
what are
saying
you
that we
talking
can't
about?
escape this. I'm trying to understand what he means, but what do you mean we can't get out of that situation? What does that mean? What are you saying? That like I'm unable to stop breastfeeding?
So you're making it inflammatory, but the thing is that what I'm
No,
saying.
I don't know what you
No,
mean.
what's
You
the
keep
issue?
saying that I'm in danger. What am I in danger from?
From the elements of society, anything can happen.
Okay, so should I just never like I'm always in danger?
The point of the matter was to either breastfeed at home or when you go out in public, get a bottle or
Why?
have bottles prepared like everybody else.
Why? What's the difference between what's the difference?
My personal belief
What's the difference between getting up and needing to run when I have a bottle in my hand?
So my
Right.
personal belief is that the child should
I don't
remain in
care
the
about your
home.
personal belief.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, what I assume to be intelligent would be to keep the child in the home for 2.5 years.
Every
and then
doctor
start
would
bringing them out.
disagree with you. It would be absolutely unhealthy and damaging to the child's development to keep a child at home and never have them interact with anybody. They would never learn. They would have a hard time learning language. They would have
That's
a hard
not
time.
true. They would interact
Wait,
with
hold
the
on.
parents.
Dr. Paul, can a lot of
That's
people are
absolutely
wait,
not true,
hi,
ma'am.
Dr. Paul. A lot of people are asking, and I'm very curious too. Are you a doctor in medicine or a PhD?
PhD,
Oh, what do you have your PhD in?
psychology.
Bozo. Oh, bullshit.
Oh, psychology.
Liar.
So
Bullshit.
you think it's
You're
good
lying.
you think it's good child development that a child for like 2, maybe even 3 years has zero public socialization?
No. So what it was like I said, y'all are making everything I say, y'all inflaming it. So dealing with other
Flaming?
family members, other relative close family members, things like that. But I do believe it's more fitting and beneficial for a child not to
I
just
don't
be
care what you
all over the
believe.
place.
I don't care what you believe. Why don't you just show me a source that says
Because it makes you
why don't
vulnerable.
you show
That's
me a
why.
source that says children should stay home until they're 3?
Ma'am, be respectful to me, please. 'Cause
I'm not going to be
respecting you.
respectful to you. You're a fuck. Anyway, give me the source.
I'm a doctor.
I don't
So
give
you're
a
talking to a
shit.
doctor.
You're not a good doctor. No doctor of psychology would come up here and say that it's healthy to keep a child home for 3 years. You're an
So
idiot.
you're misinterpreting what I'm saying. So
No,
take the child to
no,
family members'
no.
houses.
What
But I don't want
about?
the child in
No,
public.
I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You want to drink margaritas and eat salsa while breastfeeding? Like, what
Oh
are
my
you
god,
talking
that's
about?
so terrible. You're so mad. You're so fucking
I ain't
mad.
mad. I ain't
Yeah,
mad.
you are mad. Are you scared of breasts?
No, I'm not.
What's gonna happen if the top part of a breast is showing?
So I told you I experienced. I had somebody do that, and I'm saying
While
it was,
you were breastfeeding? What happened to you
no.
while you were breastfeeding?
we was around like in a room full of people,
Uh-huh.
and this man's wife
Uh-huh.
was like in the corner breastfeeding a newborn baby.
Okay, and what happened? Tell us.
It's
What
just,
happened?
I don't know. I just it just struck
What
me as
happened? It
odd.
freaked you out? Did you have a hard time not going over there and like ripping the baby and like
I mean,
looking
I
at her
didn't
breast?
think about it until now,
What
but I
happened?
never
Did
said
you
anything.
have to leave the room because you got like a woody? Like what happened? Did everything stop? Were they unable to have the meeting? Like tell me, please, what happened?
No, I just turned away.
Wait,
and acted
but
like
what
I didn't see
happened?
anything.
Hold on, what happened? I'm really invested. Did we get to the climactic part yet? She was breastfeeding, then what? Wait, then what? Wait, what happened next? Don't leave me on this cliffhanger. Something big had to have happened, right? She got attacked.
I'm a doctor, ma'am.
Did she get? I don't care. Did she get attacked? Who attacked her? Did you attack her?
You're not a doctor.
I
Name
am
me
a
the
doctor.
wait. Hold on. Name me the 4 archetypes that Carl Jung came out with in the conscious, and that is first year fucking psychology. Name the 4 archetypes. Carl Jung. He's infamous for it. Not just famous. He's infamous for it. Go ahead. They're dead ass easy. Do you know who Carl Jung is?
Yeah.
Who? Quick. Who is he?
Where's he from? Come on.
So
Where are the
if-
4?
if-
Wait.
if-
Where are
if-
the 4
if-
So
archetypes?
embarrassing for you.
If you want to look up to validate my credentials, all you got to do is Google Dr. Paul Lewis in Las Vegas, Nevada, and you'll see that I'm well certified. I own a practice.
Yeah, Dr. Paul, I don't care. Name
Hold
the
on, I
4
will.
archetypes. Name the 4 archetypes. Go ahead.
Let's see what kind of
Let's go. And I only took a few psychology courses, and even I fucking remember that. Go ahead, buddy. What are they?
Now she gonna read my credentials off online.
Answer my question.
she's about
You
to-
might.
she's about-
You might.
she's
hey,
about to explain to you who I am.
Hi. Be quiet. You might.
You don't show up.
You
Dr.
might.
Paul Lewis. Yeah, you don't show up anywhere.
But here's the crazy thing. You could have that. You could have that title, right?
Look it up in North
But
Carolina.
you don't
Dr. Paul
know.
Lewis.
No,
I
now
thought I
you're
was
in North
looking up Las
Carolina.
Vegas. So now North Carolina. Okay, fine.
Do you know that it's illegal to impersonate a doctor? But why can't you just answer my question? What are the 4 archetypes? Carl Jung, come on, buddy.
You're not popping up here either. Is that you in your profile picture? Can't find you.
Ooh, face recognition software. Yikes. Impersonating a doctor is illegal, bozo.
Yeah.
What?
Did you find it?
No, I told you I couldn't find you.
All right, just look. Don't breastfeed in public, and it's
Wait, why?
inappropriate.
Why? Wait.
It makes
You didn't. Wait, hold
other
on.
people
You didn't finish. Wait, hold on. You didn't finish the story about what happened to the woman who was breastfeeding in the corner. What happened? Tell us.
Nothing. I just didn't. I just would prefer not to see stuff like that.
Wait, what? Wait, but she was in a corner. So were you over there like peeking around or something?
I mean, I feel like, man, if you go into somebody's
Wait,
going
hold on.
out with a
Were you?
baby,
Wait, hold on. So she was.
Had
So she was
bottles
in the
of
corner.
beer.
Were you peeking? Did you have a hard time not looking?
nah, it wasn't nothing. It wasn't
Oh,
that
so
type
you,
of
wait.
situation.
So wait, hold on. So did you look away? Did it hurt? Did you have to extend your neck?
Did I
and
look away?
Did you look away?
No, it wasn't nothing like that. I just noticed
Did
it and
you
kept it moving.
look away? Was it hard for you to look away?
Right.
Let me ask you a question. If somebody was like, let's just say like a woman like needed to like change or
So you
something.
mean to tell
were
me you
in-
would want me
I
to
don't know
look at
why
you?
you start
You would want
talking
me to
in
stare
the
at you?
middle of me talking. It wouldn't make sense, right? Like if a woman was like,
Would you want me to
"Excuse
stare
me,"
at you? Would you
well,
want
no-
me staring at you?
Well, if you want to stare, then that's your problem. But are you saying that you're unable to look away? Is that what we're learning here? Is that you can't look away?
No, I can look away easy, but I mean, I don't know.
Oh,
I
wait,
don't want to
so-
watch you do that.
Wait, so here's the solution, right? Look away. Are you saying that men shouldn't have to look away?
Yo, do what you want, man. Just, like I said, man, don't even bring the baby around me.
You're saying that men shouldn't have to look away?
Do what you want, man. Just, like I said, man, don't even bring the baby around me.
Why? What would you do?
There's no way you're a doctor talking like this.
Yeah,
I am a
wait,
doctor.
what
I'm just not at work.
what would you do if I brought a breastfeeding baby around you?
Oh, cover your virgin eyes, doctor.
Yeah, can you please remove that picture from off the screen, please?
No.
Nope.
It's not something I'm
You know what? She can do
I
that when you
wanna see.
stop impersonating a doctor, but I'm going to fix that so you don't say that shit again.
Why are you so
These were
uptight?
some breastfeeding
My,
shoots that I had done
my past is
when my
a
daughter
doctor.
was around 4 months old, maybe 3 or 4 months old. I have some other pictures that are really beautiful. As a matter of fact, here, let me show you this other. I have this right here. If you guys can see this. This is a painting my mom did. Now, this is
Yeah, that's nice.
quite interesting. I don't really want your opinion, but I'm breastfeeding, you see. Or actually, I don't think I was breastfeeding, but it looks like I'm breastfeeding, so we called it like a mother's love. But that's my daughter right there, and it was after being reunited after me working, and she was hugging me. My mom took a picture and then she painted it.
Yeah,
My
it looks
mom-
nice.
I'm not asking for your opinion. You should look away. Can you look away, please? So anyway, I think it sounds to me like I'm not asking for your opinion. You should look away. Can you look away, please? I think it sounds to me like you have a problem with looking away. Is that the issue here?
I thought it looked nice.
Okay. So then if it looks nice, then what's the issue?
It's like I said, man. You know how I feel about it.
Yeah, I think that you sexualize women who are breastfeeding.
No, it ain't nothing like that.
Oh, well then why wouldn't it be appropriate for a woman to be nursing her baby?
I mean, so it's just certain things I don't, would rather not see.
Then look
woman do.
away. Wait, then look away.
So I do that in certain situations.
Oh, in all of them, right? Why not just look away?
I mean, certain things I just look away and I don't pay no attention to.
Okay.
Breastfeeding is one of them.
Okay, so then why do you have an issue with it?
I mean, certain things I just look away and I don't pay no attention to. Feeding is one of them.
Okay, so then why?
It's like I said, because it's just certain things I feel like women shouldn't do in public.
Why not?
You know how I feel about it, man. If you're doing that, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want you, don't start showing me your, ugh! Dang, I told you.
Wait, did you see anything?
I almost
Nursed
threw
it.
up.
You know my nipples out underneath them?
Ugh! Oh, snap. Stop doing that. Stop doing that.
Ash, he's getting off on this. He's got a video where he's like, I'm looking for my master and playing some like song from. This is his spank bank right now. This is literally his spank bank.
All right, so did you find him yet?
Oh, I haven't looked for him.
Oh, okay.
I'll find him.
Bye. Okay, hold on. Let me unlatch real quick. Okay. Oh, gosh. Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, listen, it's just an axolotl, guys.
No, he's not a doctor. Even if that was his his personal opinion, he would have been able to articulate that in a more mature way. He beat his ex? What?
I saw that twice.
Yeah. Yikes.
Okay, so we have a bunch of people in the guest request. If you are friendly, please drop. Just so I know, I'm gonna start at the bottom. Well, let me bring up Aisha, who is a refugee that hangs out in our lives. You all know the drill. Fippy's here, who sent me 9 novels. Let's start at the bottom here. Oh, there's no prompt on the screen. Thank you. I guess I can remove that. I forget. I just always have that up for just All right, there we go. I'm friendly, but I found something. Well, we will send me a DM. 99% of the time I'm not joking, but people are very easily found. I mean, they are. 99% of the time when I say it, I really don't care. I really have no intentions of finding out who people are unless they're causing really harm. Like the one dude, the Bosby guy, we reported him. But nobody is loading in. But if you want to send me a DM, because I also but if that's dangerous information, I'll definitely, I forget shit, but I would definitely share that with Paige. If she'll remember.
Oh,
Fantasy,
yeah.
how old are you?
I'll turn him in for impersonating
I
a
didn't even know how to
doctor.
request it out, to be honest.
Oh, that's okay. You must have been tapping the live. So do you agree or do you disagree? Do you want me to drop you?
I agree for the most part.
Okay, I'm gonna drop you down. Appreciate you.
Thanks. Yep.
Yep. All right. I feel like we've talked to this Sean person before. Or it's just the like okay, Sean is not loading, or maybe they are, but I'm gonna bring somebody else up here. I'm gonna bring Iman up. Iman is good friends with Jude, with Amaboud. Amaboud's name is Jude. So Iman is from Gaza.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Aman.
Habibti, good morning. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, a doctor that gets grossed out by like breastfeeding, I would never want doing surgery on me, right? Like imagine if he had to do surgery on breasts. Mike, how old are you?
Yes. 49.
Okay.
And
Did you want to talk about one of the topics on the background?
well, I mean, the thing is, I'm okay with I'm all for universal health care. I think that AB should be a personal choice. It's not
Hold on a
anything.
second. Hold on. This isn't. I'm not asking for your opinion on each one. I'm just looking for people who disagree, and then we can discuss it. Do you disagree
Okay.
with some of the topics?
Yeah, there's one. The breastfeeding anywhere. That's just. I mean, I don't know. It just seems like you're just basically exposing yourself in public.
But are you exposing yourself, or are you feeding your baby?
Well, I mean, you can feed your baby with a bottle. You could pump and
Not
then.
everybody. You know that not all babies take bottles, right? And you know that it can cause nipple confusion. And you know that it coming straight from the breast is the best way to breastfeed. And that's what a lot of people choose. So asking people to shift what's not good for them or the baby for your comfortability is a weird thing.
Well, it's. I mean, it just seems like. I mean, there are ways to do it. You can sit in your car with the windows
Sit
rolled
in your
up.
car. So while my family and friends are eating and my food's getting cold, do you think I should leave and go out to my car and sit in my car? What if it's 100 degrees outside? I breastfed for 2.5 years in Nashville, Tennessee. It would get up to 110 degrees in Nashville.
Yeah,
I mean,
that is the worst place to take a child in the South.
Yeah,
The
in a car.
worst.
Are you
In a
insane?
parking lot with gasoline, oil, people driving, it's super noisy. Like, ugh, no, thank you.
Yeah, walking through a parking lot alone, right? Like go out, like what?
I mean, it just seems like you're doing it.
Not saying things like. Oh, I'm sorry. What were you gonna say?
It just seems like you're just like you're doing it in front of a lot of people, and you may not have any bad, terrible intentions. I mean, you're just feeding your child, but there are a
Right.
lot of sick people out there. Guys who are gonna, they may.
Do guys do that to people who aren't breastfeeding?
I mean, they probably do. I mean, I've
Oh wait,
seen.
they probably do? Or are you saying that most of the time men assault people who are breastfeeding?
No, they're not. I mean,
Okay. So then it's irrelevant because men are doing it regardless, right? Do children breastfeed? Because they are the number one perpetrator of harming children. So when we
No.
talk about the things that men do, let's not ask women to change their behavior when men harm everybody, regardless of what they're doing, right? Men rape people in snowsuits, in nightgowns, in jogging pants. What do you think's going to happen? Are you saying that men are going to start violently attacking breastfeeding mothers in public?
I'm not saying that. I'm just
Okay,
saying
so
that.
what is going to happen? What is going to happen if a woman's breastfeeding somewhere?
I mean, if somebody could videotape you or something. They could
Okay,
take pictures
and
of
that's
you.
illegal, right?
Yes, obviously it's
Okay, so
illegal, but
do men videotape people who aren't breastfeeding?
Yep.
Okay, so
Some
maybe
guys-
tell men to stop videotaping people. So
yeah, some guys do that. But
So
okay.
again, since this is something that men are already doing, right? And you think it would be safer for the woman to get up, leave a public space, right? Because she's so vulnerable, right?
Yeah.
You want the vulnerable woman, right, to leave the public space, to walk outside into a parking lot alone and isolated, and then get into a car alone and isolated to breastfeed. Because that seems safe, doesn't it?
That is absolutely not safer. I thought men were protectors, Mike. Mike, wait, can I ask your age? I'm just doing a survey on this.
Sure. I'm 49.
Okay, safer. I thought men were protectors, Mike. Mike, wait, can I ask on this?
Sure. I'm 49.
Okay, you're too young still to have such antiquated view. But can you answer my question though? Like,
Sure.
I thought men that were protectors. How do you protect if you're isolating a woman in her car, making her absolutely very vulnerable? My question though, like,
Sure.
I thought men that were protectors. How in her car, making her absolutely very vulnerable, and a child for that matter.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying that it's not. Well, I mean, I'm just saying that it's not. You're kind of reading it the wrong way. I'm saying
No,
that.
no. Because Mike, we've been there, done that, been attacked.
Oh,
Yeah,
you have. Oh, wow. I
most
didn't
women
realize that.
have. Most women have. 1 in 3, Mike. In the United States, 1 in 3
Oh,
women
wow. Okay.
at the hands of men. So you guys are like, we're the firefighters. We're the firefighters. We're the protectors. And at the same time, we're also the arsonists. Y'all need to pick a lane. The problem here is, and I know this is going to go down a little difficult, is men. So why aren't the good protecting men saying, oh no, leave women alone. We got this. We're going to take care of these men who are doing this, who have this mentality and who attack women and lurk and are perverts. It's okay because we're protectors, okay? So we'll take care of that. Why is it that men come up here and say, no, shame her for the picture that she had up of her breastfeeding, right? Shame women rather than take all that energy and say, no, we're putting that energy to these bad guys. We got this because we're protectors, remember?
I mean, there are guys who will do that, and they will come in and they will step in and, defend your safety. But I mean, it's just that, I mean, you're in a position where you can be victimized in so many different ways. I mean, if
Yeah, so
someone,
then women should just stay home, right? That would probably be the easiest solution, is just to stay home.
well, I mean, the thing is that when you have to breastfeed a child, you have to try to feed your child. I'm just thinking that,
Yeah, so
you
why
can,
not just let them feed their child?
well, I mean, not in public where everybody
Why
can see
not?
it. I mean, it's just like,
What do you see? Have you ever watched somebody breastfeed?
no, of course not. I
Okay,
mean,
so
not,
then do you know what you see when somebody breastfeeds? You
I
you
mean,
don't see anything. The baby's head covers everything up.
sure.
Larger breast women, you might see some tissue. Like you see more in bikini tops than you would see breastfeeding. You don't even
Yeah.
know what you're talking about. You're
Well,
just associating breasts and going, you shouldn't have those out. Why?
um, it just seems like, you
I
just
don't stop saying it just seems. I don't care. You need to figure out how to get rid of your feelings and ickiness and your insecurity around breastfeeding.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's perfectly natural, and I just think that it's just something that you can do in
So
private. I mean,
who's the problem, Mike?
You just
Who's the
saying
problem? If we identify the problem and know that is where the solution lies, right? Where we solve that. Why is it like, well, it just seems that you could shoulder that burden also while feeding your child. Why do women have to adjust their behavior, something as natural as feeding a child, because you guys won't fix yourselves? Fix yourselves.
Let me ask you this. Do you know that breastfeeding is one of the best health decisions that you can make for your child?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I know
Okay.
that. I mean, my
And about 80% of people want to breastfeed and try to breastfeed. Did you know that?
yes, I do. And then
And then did you know that we have one of the lowest successful breastfeeding journeys in countries that have developed healthcare systems like ours? Did you know that? That we have one of the lowest rates of people who have successful breastfeeding journeys. And do you know what the number one reason around why women stop breastfeeding?
no. What is it?
Shame and lack of support inside and outside of the home. Women who are ashamed into not breastfeeding and pumping lose their milk supplies. Their babies don't want their breast anymore after they get a bottle, right? They are
Yeah.
trying desperately to not be shamed and to have men stop sexualizing them and telling them what to do. And we set them up, and we have one of the lowest rates of breastfeeding because of men like you and because of what you're saying. You're disgusting. You're disgusting. You're sexualizing breastfeeding. You're
I'm not.
shaming women. Because you are uncomfortable. Listen, if you don't think you're sexualizing them, then fine. But that's what it's giving, and you need to think about that, right? Because what are breasts for?
Yeah, I mean that there's a natural purpose behind it.
No, what are they for?
Therefore, providing a food supply to babies when they're born.
Correct. They're not for men. They're not for you, right?
They're not for
Men
men.
sexualized them, right?
Yes, they have.
Men have made women have to blur their toes out in pictures because men will steal their feet pics because they have fetishized our feet. So at what point now are we going to tell women that they should cover their feet up in public because men have sexualized their feet? What are our feet for, Mike?
I mean that's why I'm saying that.
What are our feet for, Mike?
It's for walking and
okay.
But
and men sexualize them, right? So what is the difference in my breasts that are feeding a child and my feet that are used for walking, and a creepy man might take a picture? Do you think I should wear shoes so men can't take pictures of my toes? Do you think I should stop wearing shorts because men might take pictures of my legs? How much more should I police my body because you think men are creepy and they might look? Should I wear leggings?
I mean, there's appropriate dress that's available out there. I mean,
right, there is. There's also breastfeeding clothing. Did you know that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, right. You can like lift things up, feed your baby. You've never, and you know what? Did you know that you definitely have seen somebody breastfeeding?
Yeah, I mean, my own wife breastfed.
I'm not talking about your own wife. I asked you if you've ever seen somebody breastfeed, and you said no. Why did you say no?
Well, I mean, in public.
No, that's my point. You have. You just didn't know because it's not a big fucking deal. Women breastfeed all the time. You don't know. You don't know that they're breastfeeding because they're sitting in a booth and their baby is just nursing on their breast. And you didn't know. So it's crazy to me that you think that you've never been in public with somebody breastfeeding. I think that just, you walked into the point, right? You didn't know.
I mean, the thing is that it's not something that's readily advertised. I mean, obviously.
What do you mean advertised? Do you think by women? Of course not. Women aren't standing up on the tables and making an announcement. I'm going to be breastfeeding over here in booth 34. So I just want to make that announcement, even though all of you were never going to know in the first place. But now I'm going to draw attention to myself, and then please don't look. What do you mean? Of course it's not advertised to you. Why would women advertise breastfeeding? What are you talking about with advertising breastfeeding?
Okay, I'm just saying that, like, okay, you know what? I think that this is probably a good point to stop because I don't.
How about this is a good point for you to say, you know what? I'm probably wrong here and I should do some self-reflection and I should support breastfeeding in public, because what I learned today is that women need support to continue their breastfeeding journey, and that the number one reason that women don't have a successful breastfeeding journey that they want is because they are shamed by people like you. So why don't you say, you know what? Perhaps I need to do some self-reflection here and not ask women to fix and lower themselves down to making men comfortable. I'm not willing to change my breastfeeding journey because some clown over in the corner of McDonald's has an issue with me feeding my baby. I breastfed for 2.5 years because I didn't give a shit what other people thought, and I breastfed wherever I was. Not everybody feels that comfortable when people make them shit. I just don't care. I'll squirt you with my breast milk. I'll catch a fucking charge. But some women don't. Some women go into the bathroom and sit on a toilet where people shit and pee because they're so ashamed because of what men do. Babies nurse and then breathe in through their nose and their mouth, and they're breathing in fecal matter because a woman chose to get up from her friends and family and go sit on a toilet to feed her baby. Don't you feel so proud of yourself, Mike? You really saved her, didn't you? You really saved her dignity. You really gave her something to think about. There's nothing like sitting on a toilet where people drop turds and listening to my baby coo over my breast. There's nothing like that. Thank you so much for saving me and giving me my dignity back.
Well, I mean, that's still better than like dealing with some creepy guy looking over his shoulder.
So where have you seen this? You've seen this happen? You've seen creepy?
Well, I'm not by myself. I haven't seen
so
that.
how do you know
There are.
Wait. So how do you know it's happening? Sounds to me like maybe you're the one. Would you approach a woman in public?
No, of course not. Not like
Okay,
that.
so why not tell other men?
I mean,
let me ask you a question, Mike.
Sure.
Do you think women should go eat on a toilet because it's dangerous in public for men? Because that would be better than dealing with a crappy man, right? If I'm looking like a snack and I go sit down and there's creepy men in the restaurant, right? It might be safer if I take my burger and go sit on the toilet, right? Because that would be better than dealing with a creepy man, right, Mike?
Yeah, but
Yes. Do you think women should eat their burgers on toilets in the restaurant because that's better than dealing with a crappy man?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
Wait, hold on. So why is it better for me to take my baby and sit on a toilet? But you don't think that I should take my burger and eat on a toilet?
Well, I mean, you don't need to. I mean, that's like
oh,
you're
okay.
just
So then
doing the
why would I
normal
need
thing.
to if I was breastfeeding? So it would not, right? Like personally,
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about a man going, "Ooh, gross," right? But I do give a shit about breathing in fecal matter in a bathroom for 30 minutes while my baby's trying to eat. That would suck. Would you like to eat in the bathroom, Mike?
No, of course not. I mean,
Okay, so
that's I'm not saying.
if somebody said you're making people uncomfortable, Mike,
Yeah.
right? Let's just say we are in like it's heavily women patrons, right?
Sure.
And they're like, you're making all these women here uncomfortable because men are statistically more dangerous. So we're going to have to ask you to either leave or take your burger into the bathroom and eat. Do you think that's fair?
No, I mean, I absolutely don't agree with that, but.
Oh, okay. But you think it's okay that women should sit on a toilet and feed their baby. Do you think that's sanitary?
Look, a toilet.
Do you think it's sanitary to eat in the bathroom?
No, it's not sanitary to eat in the bathroom. I mean, that's not.
Okay, so then why would you suggest that it would be better for a woman to take her baby into the bathroom and eat?
Well, I mean, she herself is okay. You know what? I mean, she's not eating. The baby's eating. First thing. Second thing is, it's about
Yeah, she's
also.
not eating because she's not able to eat, right? Unless she also took her food into the bathroom, right? So she's leaving her food on the table to get cold, right? And then she goes into the bathroom to feed her baby. But if she wanted to eat her food, she would just have to take it into the bathroom with her, right? So she either gets to eat in the bathroom or not eat at all, right? So she can't eat at the same time that her baby eats. Who should eat first, do you think, in that situation? The breastfeeding mother who needs nutrients or the crying baby in the restaurant?
Mike, it's okay to say, let your ego drop. It's
Yeah,
okay to
like,
say,
come on,
you
man.
have brought up so many things I haven't thought about. And you're right.
Just say
It's-
you're wrong.
it's
Like, this
totally
is
okay, Mike. I do it all the fucking
fine. All right,
time,
look.
my guy. Drop
Look,
the ego and be like, you know what? I don't want to argue with this woman. Yeah, she is right. She's brought up things I haven't thought about.
Yeah, I haven't thought about those things, and I'm sorry that I didn't think about that. I mean, I didn't see it that way. I mean, I didn't think about, oh yeah, wait a minute. Would you want to eat in a toilet that's disgusting and smelly? I mean, obviously nobody wants to, but I mean, yeah, I didn't think
It's
about
okay,
that. But
Mike. It's okay to say you brought up a lot of points I haven't even thought about, and you're right. And leave it at that. It's okay.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I'll drop.
Okay, have a good day.
You too.
حبيبتي هدية للبيبي
Hi,
حبيبتي.
Aisha. Hi, Iman. Aisha's in, I don't know, I always forget. Aisha's in Syria. Iman is in Gaza. We've raised $20 for Amaboud so far. I gotta send that to her PayPal as soon as I get it. The first payout didn't go. I had a wrong bank attached because I didn't log in to Printify, and somebody had bought some magnets back in like November, and so they have to resend it, and so I'll get it January 14th or something. I can't remember. So I went ahead, but I'll probably deposit it by the end of this week just from my own money if I have any. Oh, I see Kayla. Sorry, I was reading your messages. Kayla always sends me good questions to ask, but they pop up on my Discord. Brian Puckett is in here. I don't want to talk to Brian Puckett. Let's talk to somebody named Wyatt. I went to my junior prom with a guy named Wyatt. Wyatt Earp. Kidding. Wyatt, how old are you? Okay.
Wyatt said, no, thank you, ma'am.
JC, I'm gonna let you up, and if you have a question, I'll answer your question the best I can.
Hi, Ash.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Happy holidays first.
Appreciate it. You too.
Yeah. So on the prompt, the fourth topic down, why are women's realities not believable? I'm having a hard time deciphering like exactly what that means.
Yeah, people just typically like don't believe women. Like we'll say this is what we want in men, and men will be like, no, you don't. They don't believe us when we say we've been assaulted. They don't believe our realities.
Okay, that makes perfect sense to me.
Yep.
It's like them saying, well, pretty much what these guys have been saying. We want to breastfeed, and that's our reality, and they poo-poo it.
Yeah, and anything. Yeah. Well, exactly. As a matter of fact, what we see every day, like, is just proving that point up here. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you clarifying that for me.
Ash blocked Brian Puckett. Nice. Bye, JC. Thank you.
Bye.
JC was very patient. She was just wanting to ask that question for a little while.
Let's see if Kayla wants to add anything too, just because I want to give the floor to my lovely friendlies who always offer. Kayla, did you want to say anything, or did you just want to talk to that guy?
Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize I was up.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm still in bed.
It's early for you there still, I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll drop you down.
Okay, thanks.
But thanks for but keep sending I love it when I love it when all you guys like send me stuff. You're like, ask this, ask that. I do the same thing to her too. I'll be like, wait, ask this. All right, who's here? Gustav. Oh, they didn't load. Oh my gosh, you guys, I get my hair done tomorrow and I'm so excited. I cannot wait. We have 259 people in here, guys. I have a gift goal that I would really love to meet. We are crowdfunded here. I spend a lot of time figuring out what to do. I do research. My hair looks great today too. The whole thing. This is just from last night. I put a lot of dry shampoo in it. But I do like to, so my PayPal, Venmo is in here. So 263 people. If you guys just sent like a quick dollar train with a message, thank you for the cowboy hats. I know that you're supposed to do this, but I just say woohoo because I'm a woohoo girl. So any donations are highly, highly, highly appreciated. You guys, they keep me going. Also, I think I said this yesterday, guys, but some of y'all know that I was writing for a local news outlet here in town. And I've done several articles on like some community stuff. I'm like Bruce Almighty. I'm doing the community stuff that nobody likes to do. But I guess I was on a trial run. They didn't tell me. And the way they hired me was sort of weird. Like we had a meeting and then she like sent me to do a story like that same day. So I sent in, my bad. So I sent in a story last night or 2 nights ago, and then they sent me a contract to sign and doubled my rate per story. So I guess they were putting me on like some sort of probationary trial. And then I guess they decided that they liked my writing. And I pitched some ideas to them. So I think that it's going to be really cool. So I pitched like a Q&A, like a community Q&A, like an Ask Ash type thing. And I think what I really want to push to them, they do pretty like straightforward, like news-based, like it's all local. But they don't do, I think I want to ask, and they have a paywall. And so they're trying to figure out like what to put behind the paywall. I really, really, really want, well, I got a laptop coming actually. So I have a laptop coming Saturday. So with that problem was solved. But I want to push like a political corner. They don't want to be like politically right or left. But I think that they've got some opportunities to like push themselves out. So I'm about to pitch them a bunch of stuff and I'm really excited. But anyway, if you guys will follow me, join my Discord, send $1, send a question, and help me continue to do this because I will never get another 9 to 5. Alice, how old are you?
Hello, I'm 21.
Okay. Was there a topic on the back? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What?
I was just going to say, is there a topic on the background you disagree with?
So I've been here for like 30 minutes, and I just wanted to say that like a lot of the constant repetitiveness I hear from the men stating why women shouldn't do
so
it.
that's a no, Ash. He's not.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Sorry?
I'm just looking for opposition.
Oh, okay, sorry. But
I
a
appreciate
lot
you,
of like, the constants I've been hearing is the sexualization aspect, but I don't think.
Sorry, I am just looking for opposition. I agree, it is the highly like sexualized part of it. Okay. My friend, I think, requested they were trying to I let up before. Hi, how old are you?
Hey, 38.
38, awesome. Was there a topic on the background you wanted to discuss or disagreed with?
Yeah, I guess discuss, because I don't know if I disagree yet, because I don't know your stance on number 1.
Yes, well, universal healthcare, thumbs up.
I guess my question is, how does that look like for you, universal healthcare? Like rolling it out.
Bernie Sanders' plan is what I would follow and agree with.
Do you expand on that? Because I'm not familiar with
Yeah,
his
it's
plan.
Medicare for all, and it would be implemented over, I think, like 5 years or something, where they would start with the most vulnerable populations, and then each year they like add in down to like kind of like the middle healthiest demographic, and then everybody would be covered. You would pay, I want to say, I think it was, it's somewhere between 4 and 8% of our income, I think would be, I think it's 4%. I can't remember. Somewhere between 4 and 8% is what our taxes would increase or go towards for Medicare for all. That is less than what we pay for private insurance. I don't know what you're doing with your phone, but it's really loud.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Let me see if I can fix that. So on paper, I do agree with you, but I think in reality, I don't.
And
Just
why would
because,
work on paper not work out in reality? Matt.
because we have to factor in the human error of how things roll out. So, for example, like corruption.
Well, so are you saying that we just don't roll out anything? Because
Well,
listen, I'm gonna need you to put your phone down, or whatever the background noise is. I can't stand it.
is it okay if I try to join in later?
If I'm
Let me get to
if I'm still live, can you not stop what you're doing?
not at the moment.
Hold on. Why can't you stop what you're doing?
Because I'm driving.
You're driving.
Yeah. I'm listening and driving.
Well, listen, guys, we should never roll out anything because there's corruption. That makes sense. Never. Nothing is perfect as it looks on paper, guys.
Yeah, we shouldn't work either because
Never
of
do anything.
because of human error. Because humans should never make any type of errors whatsoever. So everybody quit your job. Stop working, go home. Don't do anything because you might make a mistake.
I'm so over people being so stupid. Okay. We don't have anybody in the guest request right now, so let's power tap right now. We're at 50,000 likes. Let's see if we can get up to 60,000 likes. Excuse me, and that might get a guest request. Now I see Jocelyn in there. Jocelyn, are you in opposition? You're in Canada. My assumption is you might want to come up and tell us how dope Canadian healthcare is, unless you disagree with it. So just let me know. If you're friendly, please drop. If you requested to talk about Canadian healthcare, Canadian healthcare. Now you're still in the requests, but I feel like, oh, everyone is saying to request. Okay.
No, not for you request. Everyone's saying for opposition to request, Jocelyn. That's what they're saying. Oof.
Sorry, Aisha. I didn't mean to. Okay, they dropped. Yeah, we're just looking for opposition. What was your question, Jocelyn? I'll see if I can just answer it. Please make sure you guys are following me. I'm almost to 30,000 followers. I need like 500 more followers, I think, and I'll hit 30,000. I need one more like viral video. Oh, Paige, did you see the video that I made?
Which one?
Go look at one of my last two videos really quick and then come back.
Okay.
I put it in our group chat. It's right above. I put it in our group chat last night. My fifth prompt, white men are a public crisis, health crisis. Yeah, I mean, aside from the fact that the American Association of Psychology or American Psychology Association, they've labeled masculinity like as a public health crisis. If we look at any type of health crisis that we have gone through or perpetuated, it's tied to white men, capitalism, which is all rooted in white supremacy.
You talking about the DM?
No.
The novella?
No, go back again. Look at.
Wait, are you talking about the one you made for your daughter years ago?
No.
Which one am I looking at?
It's just go look. Yeah, well, it is a CK one, but it's not about CK, clearly. I'm sitting in my bed, just black men contribute.
Very good.
Black men contribute as well, but they are also part of an oppressed demographic underneath white men. So while there is intersectionality there, white men are the leading power, even over black men, especially when we talk about legislation and the power dynamics and the hierarchy. So men, when we talk about men and gender, yes, black men play into the patriarchy and toxic masculinity. But if I'm going to do intersectionality that involves more than that, I'm going to talk about white men who are the main problem. 3,000 more to go and we'll get to 60K. Still don't have anybody in the guest request, y'all. Tappity tap, 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 tap. A lot of people down there, you guys are disagreeing. Request up. Don't chirp in the comments. Do not chirp in the comments. Come on. Put your big boy pants on and hit that request button. Oh, we've got Hannah. Oh, Hannah left. She didn't want to come up.
Neymar, come up. There's a lot of chirpers in the chat. A lot of chirpers. I disagree so hard on the first two things. All right, no, Neymar, I just sent you
Yeah, come on up then.
plus you're a famous soccer player. I want your autograph.
Mm-hmm. No, not gonna come up. What a bummer. What a bummer that you're so scared. That's why my prompt says weak men stay in the comments. Because that's where the weak men stay. In the
Good boys.
in the cheap seats, where the bar remains low, where you have to exert no energy. The weakest of the weakest beta men stay in the comments where you belong.
They're cuck chairs in the comments. That's why they feel most comfortable in the cuck chair in the chat. So yeah, that's what we do.
Definitely.
We don't kink shame, by the way.
No kink shaming.
If that's where you're most comfortable, absolutely. Just keep your hands where we can see them. Just saying.
All right. Tomorrow night, make sure you guys are following me because tomorrow night, or Facts. If you guys aren't following Facts, follow Facts. We're going to be live tomorrow night at 7 or 6 Central. Fuck, I don't know. Tune in sometime between 6 and 7 Central tomorrow. Me, Audie, and Facts are going to be talking about the manosphere and whether men are able to love themselves and the impact of the manosphere. 6-7. Oh, I can't believe I just did that.
Gibbity toilet.
About the manosphere and how that impacts women, children, men, and families.
Hey, if you looked into brain rot and how red pill guys are affected by brain rot, because I think they're so into brain rot content as well, which I think just dehumanizes and strips things down into such meme culture.
Yeah. Well, you know how I feel about meme culture. I've talked about this before. I am convinced that Donald Trump was voted into office, and this is my opinion, in 2016, Donald Trump won due to meme culture. I think a lot of other factors played into it, but you remember the American, I think it was American Idol or maybe The Voice, but it was like vote for the worst. Remember? And I think it was American Idol. And they put through, you know how sometimes they put through people that aren't that great, but they provide a little bit of entertainment, but they're kind of bad.
Yeah.
Well, I can't remember who, y'all know, somebody will name who I'm talking about, but basically everybody on the internet, they decided vote for the worst, and they voted. So instead of voting for who was the actual best in American Idol, they voted through, let me look it up.
William Hung.
That was another one, I think, maybe, but no, this was somebody else who I think actually ended up.
Sanjaya.
Yes.
I'm not familiar with this show, so I'm just reading.
Sanjaya, yes. No, that's it. Sanjaya. Yeah. And so it was a vote for the worst. So it was this online trolling meme mentality, right? And the first time that Donald Trump ran, it was a lot of people who were just I want something different, right? He hadn't really I know a lot of grown-ups and people who are closer to his age, knew he was a piece of shit. You know what I mean? But like, he hadn't really like fully exposed himself into whatever the fuck we're in now, right?
Yeah.
And so people wanted something different, but there was the meme culture, like, oh, let's see what Donald Trump could do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like the same way that kind of like influences all these things is that like, and then look at Elon Musk. He's like the poster child for black pill incel meme culture.
Absolutely.
He fucking memeified our president before anybody else did, really. Like, I mean, right? Like, I mean, he really.
He's such an incel that most of the women that he's impregnated has not been through the horizontal mambo. It's been
Yes.
through artificial insemination.
Yep.
He's
So
that much of a fucking incel.
Exactly. And I stopped going into it because I'm ADHD, I think, you know, and I get obsessed and I'll like do some, you know, deep diving and then I have like a theory in my head or whatever. But like, people voted Harambe that year. Yeah. Like, and so this like online meme trolling, like unserious culture sort of like took over. But then what happened through it is that it like enabled kind of like everything underneath that it was rooted in, right? To be, because like why would young boys and why like they're being trained like they don't have to be serious, right?
Well, it was
like
also they voted for D's nuts, another meme, right? I remember people on the news having to say that because like in some places, in tiny counties, D's nuts like one like it's like god damn, we can't take stuff seriously. But I also think now I was a Bernie gal and I begrudgingly voted for Hillary and I was pissed. They did him so dirty. But a lot of Bernie bros, in fact, I have some mutuals on here, they're Bernie bros, ended up voting for Trump to get back at Bernie being fucked over. And I think one of them might be watching right now. You know what you did. But yeah, the meme culture was wild in 2016. Harambe, D's nuts. It's pretty bad now too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I agree. I have to pee really quick. I'm trying to let up. I let up somebody named Rebel. All right, let me go to the bathroom really quick. I'm gonna mute myself just in case you guys can hear me all the way in the bathroom. Hold on. I let up somebody named Rebel. Mute myself just in case you guys can hear me all the way in the bathroom. Hold on.
Well, hello everybody. I think this is a good time to maybe do a little. Well, hello everybody. I think this is a good time to mod announcement. A little something. First and foremost, thanks for being here. We do appreciate every single one of you, even the weirdos. A little something. First and foremost, thanks for being here. We do appreciate every single one of you. So let's do an 80K for the likes. We can do much better on those very misogynistic shares, the live share. So let's do an 80K for the likes. We can do much better on those shares. We should definitely be at 150, if not more. All you have to do is just hold your finger down on your display and a list of your people will come up and just send. Sharing is caring on your display and people will come up and just send. Sharing is caring. Make that your message. Then they'll get it. They'll be like, oh, that's why she's sharing the live. Got it. We do have a live goal here. And Ash's pay links are in her bio. Please do not go to Venmo. For some reason, and Ash's please do not go to Venmo. They have a problem with something right now going on. We have the cowboy hat. When she gets back, throw those cowboy hats. Turn her into a cowgirl, y'all.
I fixed my Venmo.
Oh, okay. So it's all three of the main ones. When she gets back, throw those cowboy hats. Turn her into a cowgirl. Oh, okay. So it's all three of the main ones: the pay schmow, the ven schmo, and the cash schmap.
Cash map.
all three of the main ones: the Vin Schmo and the Cash Map.
Cash map.
100% of those proceeds go to Ash, and that means that the old TikTok can get fucked instead of taking like almost almost 60%, almost 60% of the coins that are given.
No. So I was wrong on those numbers. I get way more than that. I'm not really sure where that 30 came from. I want to say that I heard Jay say that. And maybe that's where I got it from, but I checked into it. There is a percentage that might be 30% total, but like Ari, who's not Ari for education, but the other one, like I talked to her about, she does not get 30%. She's like, I fucking wish. I think she might get like 3%. So it's not 60, thank God. But there's still a pretty big chunk taken. And I think then it's like, but I didn't do the math, so I can't remember, but
Yeah,
it might 50-50. It's not
mine is
50-50. No, it's not. She doesn't get 50 and I get 50%. I think
no,
could
I
be
do. When I go
wrong.
live, I get 50%. I get a little bit more because whoever gets coins on my panel, I get a portion of that. But like right now, this is $1.50 that the coins I have right now. I'll get I won't even get $1.50. Like,
Okay,
am I doing
it
the
says that
wrong
it's about that. Okay, so it says that TikTok takes about 50%. I'm trying to figure out what it goes to though.
interesting thing is that the more coins you get, the less they'll knock off a little bit of a percentage. But at the end of the day, like if someone sends you like 5,000 coins, that should be $50, but you're gonna get even less than $25. You'll maybe get like 21, something like that. If you're like on the panel.
They make so much money too because you buy $10 worth of coin, but it only translates to a $5 cash out, and then they take 50%. So it's like a person might spend $10 in coins, but I end up taking home about $3. Because you spend $10, it gives me $6, I think. Because it cost me $10 to send a Galaxy, but a Galaxy will only pay out, I think it's like $4.99 or $5.99, and then the percentage. So they take. So TikTok makes money on you buying the coins, and then they take more. I mean, it's really fucking bullshit. I only got 21 from 5,800 yesterday. Yeah, it sucks.
Yep.
Anyway, point is the pay links are the way to go. But we don't have anybody in the guest request right now, which is a bummer. I could do a quick restart.
You see these cis men on this app that debate whether it's politics, social issues, or the mix of the two, and it's like 200,000 coins in a live, and you're just like, Jesus fucking, that's $1,000. And I'm like, yeah, I sat on the panel, like got $1.50, y'all. Okay, it's good. So yeah, I always would suggest that people. That's why I do like the coffee thing. I'd like to start doing like a Publix thing, a grocery store thing, so people know like that's where it's going. Don't worry about it, and I can get Miki some like cool little like toys. I'm tired of because women don't make shit in coins on this
It
app.
is a bummer. It is frustrating to see men creators who are doing good things. I have my selection of men and women creators that I can listen to, and it isn't like a call out that they shouldn't be doing that. But I don't know why. I don't know why I can't make the money that men can make when I really honestly feel like I'm doing like equal, if not, I don't want to say more work. That's not fair. I don't know. I don't know why. I just don't know. I don't know why. Why, if I say live for 3 hours and do education around breastfeeding or like, I think I was like, I was trying to figure out why I've been so tired. Like, I think I'm more emotionally tired after really long lives where like there's a lot of I know, and I know that other creators have told me this too. So I guess, yeah, it's just sexism, the patriarchy. I also think more men are willing to spend money on men. I think subconsciously women are willing to spend more money on men. And I think subconsciously women creators, especially if they're talking about like feminism, it's like their duty, right? That men should be getting a pat on the back for like not being shitty men, right? It's like the fatherhood premium and the motherhood penalty, right? Like this is natural. Like this just comes natural to me to fight for myself, right? This just comes natural that anybody would want to do it. I'll say it again though, like I know a lot of people get frustrated and say like men shouldn't have microphones. Like the thing is there, it's not pie either. There's enough to go around, right? Like I don't think that any of those men creators like should be quiet at all. It's just interesting to see the dynamics of like views and like trying to, build a community and stuff. Do Dean and Parker have like discords and stuff where they have like community, or did they just sort of were they just sort of able to fall into building a TikTok community without the discords?
They like, so the way Parker started out, he started out on Omegle, and then he came over to TikTok, and he used to come into Tommy's all the time, and Tommy's like, yeah man, you should go live, stop doing the Omegle thing, like go live here on TikTok. And he's like, well, I tried it a couple times, I get like 20 people. And he's like, Tommy told him, you just have to keep at it, you have to keep doing it, you have to stay consistent. And so he did, and he made friends with AJ. And so then he and AJ would go live together, and they started to really pick up their crowd. He was at the time, I think he was like 19, barely, maybe 18 even. And he and AJ started their own Discord, started a Patreon. I don't even know if Parker has a Patreon now. And I think Dean he has a Discord. I'm sure he does.
Yeah, they said that they both do. Some people said that they're toxic. Nick, thank you for the $10. Thank you for the live tip. Appreciate you so much. You're amazing. I'm gonna lower that down. Sue, I'm gonna lower that down. Sue, do you know you're up here?
Oh shoot, no. Y'all have a good one.
Okay, bye.
I don't know how to leave.
I'll drop you down.
Thank you.
I think those accidental, they give me life because I know that they're tapping, and then it's funny. So
Yeah, I do it all the time by accident.
You what?
So the question was, in their Discords, do they have a community? With that many thousands and thousands of people, I don't know if a community mutual aid server channel would work.
Somebody said that they're kind of toxic. Yeah, I think that they kind of somehow were the first. They built like an unbelievable following, like so fast on TikTok. You know what I mean? Like more than anybody. It's kind of like an MLM, right? Like you get in.
Dean was very fast. That was super, super fast. He went so fast he passed Parker. And it was when he started doing politics, that's when Dean's popularity skyrocketed.
Parker's my favorite, I think. I think Parker.
Yeah, I like Parker. Parker's okay.
Parker, in my opinion, is the most genuine and I think is the least performative. I think he gives me the most like genuine feeling when he talks. Like he actually cares. He's polite. I know that that's like weird. Like that doesn't mean anything, but I do just get I get just very like he's a young man to me too, right? Like I look at him as like somebody that could be like my child, right? But I see him as kind of like a good dude. Yeah, he's smart. He's nice. I think he's genuine. I think he's yeah. I don't dislike
likable.
Dean. I think Dean is just a little bit more. I don't want to say performative in that he's not genuine. I think that kind of like me. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, like you know, you might want to get a clip, right? Like you might want to like laugh in somebody's. I don't know. Like I don't dislike him.
I don't like him.
He's a fast talk. Yeah, I just don't think he's I don't know. I don't watch him very often. I'm not trying to talk shit about anybody, but yeah.
I think the critique is okay, especially we're tying this into how women don't get paid shit on here.
Yes.
Like we don't get shit. And you know, they have very young girls that watch them. The majority of their money, that's where that comes from. And very young, I say young girls. Well, some are girls and some are, pardon me, young women.
Mm-hmm.
And they have expendable money. Right? And it's like, because I think with Dean, he's got that Timothy Chalamet floppy hair, little grin, like kind of vibe for them. And that's great because I think it's great that he's getting them to listen, even if it's just because they've like, it's like puppy love or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't find him to be genuine.
You talking about Dean?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree. That's why I said like I like from that kind of like young Democrat group or whatnot. Like I think Parker is pretty dope.
Yeah, I think that Dean is learning as he goes.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's deconstructing as he goes, and I find that slightly problematic if you are not ahead of the game. Like if you're not more than 50% into a deconstruction phase, you're at like 35%. You should not be talking about things that affect marginalized communities. Deconstruction, you can't do it like 100% before you start talking about these things. But that's why it's like I'm deconstructing. I'm at like probably a 35%. I'm just got my toe into the waters. So I'm going to make sure that I proactively reach out because I know that this just happened in the news. That's probably what's going to be brought up. It affects the LGBT. Like last night, Trump ran his fucking mouth on trans people. So you kind of like say,
what did he? I missed that. What did he? Are you talking about in his address? Did he just mention gender again? I missed that part.
Yeah, it's like I took the trans out of sports.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
like he saved the day. He was like, I stopped 8 wars. I'm just using his language, and no disrespect to my trans sisters and brothers and non-binaries. He was just like, I took the trans out of the sports. Like, what the fuck?
He's such an idiot, I swear to God.
It was terrible.
What do you guys think? Should I do a quick restart?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Let's do a restart then, and see if we can drum up some opposition, and then see what that does for us. So make sure you're following me. I'm going to give you like 30 seconds to make sure you're following me. Well, Hannah, dear, you can come back. Well, is she going to come up? Hannah, do you want to come back and join, or do you want to come up now? No, Hannah's a girl. Hannah told us that that their pronouns were not he, him. So I guess we could go with they, them, but they said that they were not a man. I mean, they told me yesterday they were not a man. So yeah, I know. Well, what happened was I misgendered them and called her a man. And they got really upset, but then didn't necessarily want to tell us. So we're just going with they, them for now. I know. No, you're totally fine. Hannah. Okay, I'm going to restart if Hannah wants to come back. I know. Hannah wants to come back. And is there a topic on the background you wanted to talk about?
I just wanted to ask, like, potentially, why would women, like, toxic feminists, like, hate men
I don't know. You should probably go find one. Did you want to talk about the topics on the background right here? Okay.
Oh,
Good day.
this sounded like a child.
Men, are you okay? Seriously. Yesterday, I was doing like a breastfeeding live, and all that was on the background was about breastfeeding, and men were coming in just like saying the most random things about women. Like, you all are not okay. Yeah, women are shamed all the time for breastfeeding in public. We've anytime that I have this topic, we literally just have men that come up and tell us that we shouldn't breastfeed in public. That is disgusting. That we should stay home. Yeah. And it's federally protected. It's not illegal at all. But apparently it's like indecent exposure, and they compare it to urine and men pulling their penises out. So weird. Jolie MBW has watched my live for 300 minutes. Woohoo! www.awesome.com. I don't know where that came from.
What you call it? Yeah, it's because they're so prone to thinking that women's bodies are for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. If you want to shame people, like, keep it in your head. But publicly shaming women just tells me that you hate women and that you don't want to see babies thrive. So hating women and then wanting babies to not thrive is a really weird take for somebody to come up and give. I don't like, shaming somebody for feeding a baby is pretty weird, if you ask me. But hey, I just want babies to eat. Apparently that's just weird, right? Were you here when I pretended to breastfeed?
No.
This guy kept saying that you just like exposed so much. So I went and grabbed my baby.
Yeah, that's how it looks most of the time. I don't know why these fucking men are so weird. Like, and I have seen even if the boobs were out. Like, I've seen like my aunts and stuff like breastfeed with boobs like full out when I was a kid. Not a big deal.
Not a big deal at all. I also have like I have naked stuff going on in my house. Like, I mean, my mom's an artist. I have a painting that she did. It's just a woman sitting in a chair, nude, with her legs crossed like this. All right, we've got somebody named Zane coming up. Zane, how old are you?
I'm 25.
Okay. Do you want to discuss one of the topics on the background?
Yeah, I mean, think about, abortion. That shouldn't be allowed.
Okay, so you're pro-life?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Okay. I have a rule. If you want to discuss abortion with me, you have to pass a 3-question test. So you have to get 2 out of 3 right. Are you ready?
Yeah, go on, hit me with it.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's start with a really easy one. Can you name 3 types of hammers?
You got the little foot nose. I don't know. Just
No? Okay, so you can't get that
mallet.
right. How many weeks is pregnancy?
I think it's like 9 months.
How many weeks is
36.
36 weeks? No, that's not correct. That would be preterm. So unfortunately you didn't pass the test, so I don't think that you're educated enough to be able to discuss abortion. So if you'd like to come back and retake the test tomorrow, it will be random. I would suggest that you study for 24 hours on women's issues, the reproductive system, of people who can give birth. And then once you're more equipped, we'll try this again. But I really appreciate you. Oh, the hammer question is just to prove that none of these men could build me a house.
The only one I got was Sledgehammer. Like,
Yes, I like it here. Good. If you like it here, please follow. If you like it here, please send $1 to the pay links. We'll do a dollar train real quick. That helps me go live and helps me educate myself in the hammer area so I can make sure that I'm asking men the right questions. What's your name? LeJan.
LeJon James. It's a play on
LeJon.
LeBron James.
LeJon James. Play off of LeBron James. How old are you?
28.
Okay, and which one of the topics did you want to discuss?
I wanted to talk about AB.
Oh, okay, cool. So we're gonna have to do the test with you as well. So we're gonna start with the first question. What is the difference between concrete and cement?
I don't know.
Okay. Okay, then let's say, what is considered full term in pregnancy? At what week do you become term?
I'm guessing like 6 months.
Okay, sorry. All right, looks like you're not educated enough to talk about women's bodies and abortion, so you should go educate yourself, and when you are more equipped and understand our reproductive system, then you can come up and discuss this. But you clearly can't build me a house or help me with my pregnancy, so you're absolutely of no use to me as a man. Okay, if anybody else feels like they can do a better job than these men, okay, great. So here, we'll get started.
would it be okay to like give them a chance to take another topic, or?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Nope. They have to. That's the topic they chose. I mean, unless they want to concede fully, but I don't think men should get other options when they do the bare minimum and want to come in talking about oppressing women. I think that would just be like, enabling their behavior.
Yeah. Can I ask the next question? A question at all? I have a good one.
Yes, you can. The next person. Oh, wait, they're here. Patricia, thank you so much. Making me laugh so hard I had to pee. Thank you for sending the Venmo. I really appreciate you. Let me take this down. Let me do some math here. If I can do the math, what is this? 119 makes it what? 119? I don't know. Pretty close. Don't ask me to do math. All right. Chips. Gaisel, you want to take this one? Depending
Huh?
on what is it? Chips.
Wait.
How old are you?
I'm 25. I'm sorry. I didn't even. I withdrew. I literally tried to withdraw, but
it's okay.
no. Wait.
Are you in
I,
opposition?
Absolutely not. I was just gonna ask you what the third question was. This is actually cracking me up. I think this is brilliant.
It just depends on how I feel.
Yeah, for sure.
I
But
can't give it away. Then they're gonna go look for the answers. Okay?
no, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, stick
That's
around.
okay.
Just stick around.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah,
curious.
smart. I appreciate you.
All right.
Tips. All right.
Yeah, no problem.
One time.
I haven't done the questions for abortion in a while. All right, Frank Abagnale.
How old are you, Frank?
Frank is. Do you guys know who Frank Abagnale is? Wait, hold on. Before we get started, Frank, how old are you?
I'm 21.
Have you seen this movie? Have you read the story about Frank Abagnale?
Yeah, I do concur.
I do. That's my favorite line from I do concur as well. Okay. Apparently you don't have a good reputation though, and that you're a problem. What is it that you want to talk about?
I'm just wondering what the white men are a public health crisis is regarding.
Yeah, it means that white men are a public health crisis.
Yeah, well, that's why I asked what it's regarding. Like, what's the context of that?
Regarding public health crises.
Yeah, so if you could
Name
explain the
one.
context.
Yeah, name one and then we'll walk it backwards. I think men are responsible for the perpetuation of public health crises. Crises.
Yeah, white men. Yeah.
Crises? How do you say crisis plural? I know. Every time I said it earlier, they were saying, is it crisis?
I guess then just I'd ask
I'm not
for a
asking
blatant.
you. I'm not asking you. Is it crises? How do you say crisis? Okay, so it's crises. Okay, got it. Okay, thank you. Okay, would you like to just name a public health crisis and then we will talk about it? Or I could name one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm asking for an example, I guess.
Sure. So we could start with the maternal health rate. We could talk about starving children. We could talk about the uptick in diseases that had been previously eradicated by vaccines, COVID-19, the disproportionate rate of violence among Black men by police, domestic violence, femicide. Do you want to pick one of those, or should I pick?
Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering what the white men, what role they're playing in those things you just
White.
listed.
Okay, white men
Mm.
are a public health crisis, right? And
So
then
they're not
said,
interlinked to the points you just mentioned.
yes, they are the cause of or perpetuate the harm in the public health crises.
Could you just be direct with what you're saying?
I did. I just said, you said, give me some examples.
So yeah,
Men are
so
responsible for these crises. Would you like to pick one and we will discuss it?
yeah, so let's go for the COVID-19 one.
Great. Who was mostly pushing anti-vax rhetoric? Terry, thank you so much for the Venmo, and thanks for educating, loving your content. Who is most responsible for anti-vax, anti-mask, taking ivermectin bullshit during COVID?
Well, do you have statistics?
Yes,
Okay, so what do the statistics say?
that it is highly Republican, highly men. I mean, pull it up. I mean, what kind of source do you want?
Just the statistics, whoever did
Like,
the...
who do you think would be responsible for it, if not white men?
Well, I mean, I don't think it would be necessarily white men. It could be white men plus other kinds of demographics. It's not specifically just white men who were anti-vax.
It is because when you're the majority, right, you have a
Yeah, so
bigger
per
impact.
capita.
So when there's a minority of people doing things, their impact is less, right? Just like women could hate men and women could want to cause harm to men, right? But women don't have the ability or the collective ability to harm men systemically the way men have the ability to harm women, right? And the way other demographics of people collectively, right? So without white men, right? Like if white men decided to change their mind and those other demographics of people didn't, they wouldn't be able to like take that back the other way because the pull is by the white men with legislation, podcast, media, right? These are all white men that are pushing this. So who pushed the rhetoric on podcasts that masking was bad, and that getting the vaccine, they talked about myocarditis in men. Who was pushing this?
Well, I'm pretty sure Joe Rogan gets about 5 million views on his podcast on average, and that's worldwide. That's not just in the US. Considering the US's
No.
population is like 350 million, that's a very small
Okay,
minority.
can you tell me women that were pushing women? Can you tell me women or marginal?
I just know
people?
the context of what you're saying because you're not saying anything directly, but so I'm trying
Well,
to
I am.
assume.
I am.
I'm trying to assume what you're trying to get at, and I'm assuming you're talking about Joe Rogan when you're talking about white
I'm
podcasts
talking about
pushing.
more than just Joe Rogan, right? Is that there aren't women in these places that were pushing anti-vax, anti-max rhetoric at the same at the same rate, right?
Well, I'm not well diversed on the
Okay,
situation,
look at it.
which is why I asked you for statistics, but you get to provide them.
Well, because we got sidetracked on a conversation, but when I leaned over here and I was doing it, and then you started to ask more questions, right? So I'm just going to ask you: do you think that it was mostly like women that were pushing anti-vax like rhetoric and anti-mask? Like, what is your
I think
contention with what I'm saying?
I think all demographics would have pushed it. I mean, if you're saying which one were the majority, I would say white men probably,
Okay.
since the white men of a majority of the population,
They don't
and
have a majority of
and
the
also
population.
hold
Women
the
actually have the majority of the
yeah.
population.
I haven't finished my point. Yeah, of course, the population is 50% men, 50% women. But when you're talking about
Women actually, it's 51-49. Women actually
yeah,
have
50.
the majority.
Okay, right. You're being semantical, but
I'm not. You just said it was 50-50, but it's not. So women have the majority.
I know women have the majority. It's
Oh, okay. So
51-49.
but then you did it. You just said men have the majority.
Okay, I'm not going to argue the semantics. I agree with you. It's 51-49. Anyway, my point is the white men have more popularized podcasts like Joe Rogan, for example, and they also, the white demographic makes up the majority of the population of the US. So of course, the people who are going to be pushing it the most in the media are going to be white men.
Okay.
And that's just on a per capita basis. That doesn't mean that white men are perpetuating this thing that you think is
Well, what does
bad
it mean then?
more than other
Wait,
demographics.
what
They
does
just
it?
make
Wait,
up a
what does it
larger.
mean? What does it mean then?
They make up a larger proportion of the population.
And so they would be able to systemically have the largest ability to reach people because they majority hold those spaces, right?
In the US of A, yeah.
Sure, that's fine. I would say globally, but we can talk about the USA. That's fine. That's where I live.
Yeah, I mean in the USA, but
Okay,
you can
great.
then go
So
and
then
you can say the
see
exact same
that
things
men-
about other
right. So then you can
demographics.
see that white men have the majority pull and the majority ability to spread the rhetoric, and most of the anti-vax, anti-mask rhetoric were coming from white men
In the
with
USA, yeah.
platforms on politics. Our own government, who is majority white men.
Because it's America.
I don't. It doesn't matter. The statement.
It absolutely
is still,
does.
The statement is still true. Let me ask
Yeah,
you a question.
the statement's true, but it's not. But it's not as
Let
like
me
it's
ask
not as
you a
well thought
question.
through. And you're not letting me speak.
What are you saying? That this isn't true just because?
That's not what I'm saying.
So what are you
That's not what I'm
saying?
saying. My point is that what your argument is basically targeting white men, but it falls on its head because if you go to any other demographical nation in the world like China, the people who are going to be pushing the rhetoric in China are going to be Chinese. If you go to Africa, the people pushing the rhetoric in Africa would be African.
First of all, now we're talking about nationalities, not race. But why don't we talk about like South Africa?
Yeah, South Africa. What about South Africa?
What's the majority race in South Africa?
Black.
Okay, and who are the majority people being harmed?
White people right now.
False.
No.
Yeah, absolutely, it's white people. But white
Give
people.
me the. Let's talk about that. Give me the sources that shows. Give me those sources.
Yeah, I'm not well diverse enough.
Oh,
to
wait,
give
so why did you
sources.
say
hold on.
it?
If you're not well diverse, then why did you say that?
Because
Because
it's
in South Africa, where white people
they have a black leader.
I'm
They
sorry.
have a
So in South Africa, where white people do not hold the majority population, they still have the overall power and are causing writ large harm to black South Africans. Correct?
no. The land is being stolen away from the white South Africans to be given to black people right now. The leader of South Africa is black. The government
Wait, I
of
thought
South
you said
Africa
you
is
weren't
black.
well versed.
I'm
Now
not
you're
well
making
versed.
things up.
I'm not well versed enough to have a full on debate about it, but I know the basics and I know
You
that
are
the
making
leader.
shit up.
What am I making?
Like, I also just like want to
Tell me
say,
what I'm
like,
making up.
Ash, I put it in the chat. I don't know if the link copied, but like, if you look at the COVID-19 unalivements, they were way
You
lower in
can't tell me what I'm making up.
They
Please
were
do.
way lower in Africa than they were America. Like, so no. Also, when the fuck has you do realize that just because there people make up a minority, that doesn't inherently mean they're being oppressed, right?
But what your argument of a systemic racism that happens throughout America is the same thing that's happening in South Africa. It's just reversed, but you don't want to
No,
accept
it's
it
not.
No,
There's
when
no
it
it's
such
happens.
thing as.
No, it's not.
Oh my god,
It's really
this is
not.
Severely worse
No,
than
it's
South
not.
Africa.
You just hold on. You don't get to say anything else until you can provide a source to back up what you're saying. Because you said I'm not
What do you
well
want me to
versed,
back up?
and then you made a claim that's not true.
Which claim is untrue? Tell me. I've been asking
White
you
people
multiple
are not
times.
oppressed in
White people are
Africa.
being harmed by black people in South Africa.
What
And the majority.
wait, the farmland isn't being stripped away from white farmers in
Yeah,
South
go
Africa?
prove it.
Hold on. And who? Hold
Seriously.
on. How many? How many black people who worked on those farms were unalived in comparison to the white owners.
Can you tell me? Can you
Yes,
provide
I
the source?
can.
How many?
Hundreds of black people.
No, give me the figure.
I'll give you the exact numbers. And then are you going to concede?
Yeah, I will when you give me the
Okay,
figures.
great.
Yeah,
Great. Because
from a
I'm
verified
tired
source.
of your fucking bullshit.
This is like literally such burden shifting though. He literally does not have a source for whatever the fuck he's talking about. He doesn't have a source. And when we asked him for him, he burden shift onto Ash.
Well, hang on. We've gone through about 5 different topics.
No, I need you to shut the fuck up. It's not your turn to talk anymore, right? Because I'm doing the work for you now. Because I'm not going to let your
Providing your
No,
source.
shut up. Don't stay on mute, little boy.
So mad.
Because you're up here spewing racist bullshit and you self-admittedly said, this is it. You're a white man doing the bullshit. You're a public health crisis, you fucking
I can
whiny
prove me
bitch.
wrong if I'm wrong.
If you come off mute again, you're going to go.
Because you're losing the debate.
Really? Provide a source. Otherwise, it's just trust me, bro.
Well,
We don't give a shit. And you can stay lonely and be lonely, but your
I
words don't mean anything because we have an educated panel up here who smells your bullshit and everybody else in here smells your bullshit away. That's why you have 0 coins. If anybody in this chat supports Frank, let's just give him some coins, right? Let's just out the other racists.
I admitted I wasn't well versed enough, and I.
Well, then you should stop
Mate,
spewing. Then you
and I
should stop
still made-
spewing your bullshit. Stay on mute.
admitted I will
Stay on
concede.
mute. Do you have a problem controlling
Wrong.
yourself? Do you have a problem controlling yourself? What's happening here? Do you want me to
I think
find
you're
a
losing
source
the
for you,
debate.
or are you gonna keep rambling because you don't want me to pull up the source, right? So I need you
I
to
want
shut
you
the
to,
fuck
yeah.
up while we do the research for you. Okay, here, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go ahead and actually just drop you down since you have a problem controlling yourself. Another reason why, right? Why we have to step in and control white men because they're so fucking emotional. You unalive everybody. You fucking stay lonely at home and then you blame everybody for it and you cause a public fucking health crisis. So anyway, like I said, let me do some research. And if anybody else on the panel would like to speak.
Yeah. Frank, why don't you drop your source in the chat? Like, I literally would like to see a fucking source of what you're talking about. Oh, but you're not well versed. Okay.
Also, somebody mentioned in the chat, yeah, it's almost like he doesn't believe colonialism is a thing.
Right?
Right?
Like, when
Like-
the fuck did black people colonize fucking white people? Like, what the fuck?
He's like, they're taking their land. The white people's land? in
Africa was
Africa?
never, Africa never belonged to white people. What the fuck are you talking about?
I think Ty did a really funny video that was like, it did this like, it's like one person stole something from another person. Like person A stole something from person B. And person B stole it back from person A, and then person A is like, oh, the oppression, the oppression, they stole it from me.
Right.
Okay, hold on. This isn't coming up. I'm going to find this. This is why I can't wait to get my new laptop because we're
And it sounds like a talking point that Elon has been pushing, right? Oh, and unfortunately, Trump talking about how we need to fast track white South Africans to America because they're in danger. It's asinine.
Okay, let's see if this works again. All right. What time frame are we looking for here?
And fucking no.
The recent South African police releases, first quarter of 2025, reported 6 murders in the farming community. 1 victim was a white farmer. The rest were black employees. So there we go. There were 6 murders. This is one. 1 of them was white. 5 were black farmers on the farmland. The figures in 2024 Majority victims were farm workers or residents. Those victims were predominantly Black. I want to say that there was, because it wasn't a large amount either in this one specific. It was like 100 deaths, and I think it was like a dozen versus, like 90-10% or something like that. I don't. Does anybody know where I can find this information? Because I'm actually having trouble finding it, and I do want to make sure.
None were white on Black. Like,
So is Frank saying that no Black people in South Africa have died at the hands of white people? I just want to understand.
I don't know. He doesn't know. That's the thing. That's why I told him provide a source, bro. No one knows what the fuck.
They're
Frank,
definitely not in.
I'm so tired of the fucking claims.
Not in
I'm
2025.
tired of claims without evidence. Give a source. Give a fucking source, bro.
She has the
Give a fucking source, bro. It was
She brought
your
up the
claim.
top-
It's your burden of proof. Give a fucking source for your racism.
It's crashing out.
Give a source or your fucking.
Crashing out.
Give a source. Give a source. I
It's
will.
because
let me-
Frank, she's not.
either-
she's
either
not
have a
allowing
conversation
you, Frank,
with me.
She's not allowing you to pivot.
Have a
She's not
conversation with me.
Frank. She's not allowing
Conversation
you.
or drop.
You're out
No,
of
drop me.
control, bro. Like, you're out of fucking control. If you were this
Yes, I am.
confident, hold on. If you were this confident, you would just chill out and then give us the source. I have a computer in front of me. I will.
Say I have a source.
So what
You
is
have the
this going on
sources.
your feelings?
So you're.
Well, you're asking for money. You have the sources.
Oh, the
provide the sources
cope
and
is hilarious.
prove your
you don't,
points.
You don't understand how debates work. So what?
Talking
Frank,
points.
you made the point, Frank.
Talking point.
Frank.
Didn't mention South.
Yes, you did. Well, you.
Host mentioned South.
No, you did.
This is
No, you
embarrassing.
did.
This is so
This is so embarrassing. Like we asked you. Do you think that Black people,
I'll find
do you
us.
think white people who are you? You asked who is the oppressed race in Africa. You said white people. Now prove it. Prove that they're oppressed. Not that I even think you would understand what oppression even means or what it looks like, but go
Time
prove
it.
it. Go get the source.
Can I
It's
speak?
your claim. It's
Drop
your
me.
burden of proof. It's your claim. It's your
If you
burden.
don't want to let me speak, drop me. Simple
Okay,
as.
so you won't get the source.
I didn't say I had a source, nor did I make the
So
argument.
if you don't have a source, then don't fucking say shit you can't prove.
Yeah, the host can't prove it, and she's
So
asking
you
for.
were lying. So you were lying. You can't prove a negative, bro. Like,
Something that is really starting to concern me
talking
about
point.
men.
okay, so
Something
thanks
that
for
is
the
really starting.
concession. Thanks for the concession.
It's starting to
You,
really concern me about men. They can't track conversations. It's just like we got to start leaving the children behind. We have to, because even just having a conversation, he doesn't understand how we got to that point. That's crazy.
yeah, Frank, you're a fucking bitch, racist for that. You guys love to do that shit. You love to point fake statistics about Black people and say see, it's justified to mistreat them.
And I mean, I'm looking up lots of information. The thing is like, here's the thing. South Africa is predominantly Black people. Most crime is intraracial, right? So in South Africa, Black people are being unalived more than white people. And yes, Black people are also the perpetrators in that. That's not a surprising or a gotcha statistic. But when we look at what's happening disproportionately, white people, right, are unaliving Black people. Black people are not unaliving white people.
Yeah, no. It's also like they're I think it's like pretty close now, but I know I've read somewhere there was a racial white wealth gap where white people made up majority of the wealth, in even though they were the minority.
Let's take a look at that. Because that is true as well. What is the wealth gap?
Frank, you can come back if you give us a source.
The real Frank Abagnale would be so disappointed with you. He was a lot smarter than you.
It's almost like Frank doesn't know about apartheid.
Let's see. In 2024, an academic analysis found that the typical Black household in South Africa owns about. What is this sign here? That is not a percentage sign. It looks like a cent.
I think it's a currency. Their currency, whatever
Oh, okay.
it could be. I don't know
Oh,
what
okay,
the
here,
currency.
okay, yeah, here it goes. Okay, it's meaning that black households have less than 5. Okay, so it's they hold less than 5% of the wealth that white households hold on average. Other estimates have said that the average for every R1 of wealth, I don't know what that means. White South African, the average black South African has about, R1 must be a rate. So R 0.08, so 8 cents. Roughly a 12-to-1 ratio in favor of white people. About half of the white adults in South Africa own wealth above a given threshold of R 250,000. I don't know what that R means, but it must be like it's the ratio. Oh, I think it's just like the ratios, what they're referencing. While only around 3% of black adults do. Yeah, like what if white people had like just never gone there?
Yeah, you guys could have just stayed in Europe.
Sorry, all right, so sugars and spices. I don't know if we've met before. Nice to meet you. What is your age, just for TikTok purposes?
I am 29 years old.
Okay, cool. I'm assuming, obviously, you came. I saw you request as soon as you started.
It was about.
I didn't assume that because you were black.
No.
You were going to, but I do. I want to make sure people have a voice if they want to speak. Yeah, he's just a racist piece of shit. So.
Are you looking for opposition only? Because I'm not.
I am.
In opposition. Okay.
I am, but I'm happy to have you up here. I usually have 2 co-hosts. I'm always happy to meet someone else. I'm not going to stay live for a whole lot longer, but we do have Buddy. And then we have Witchy Witch in here as well. He's a buddy of mine. Did you know you joined?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm just being quiet. I
How
was
are
waiting
you?
for an opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I do think that like it is just the straight white G-side thing that's being pushed by the Stephen Millers and the Elon Musks that he got latched onto. And he doesn't need evidence, right? Like as a dude like that, he's not looking for evidence, he's looking for confirmation of his own biases. And that's part of where the mental health and the physical, the like health crisis that men represent is they just aren't willing to examine that stuff. And even like I'm a man, I recognize these things, but they still come in to the culture we're taught in the United States, about brushing it off, being tough about it, holding to your own prejudices, even if it's harming you. Like these are like acculturated masculine things, especially in the United States. I think they're everywhere, but
Tomorrow, if you're around, Facts Still Matters. Facts Still Matter. Do you know who that is?
Sure. Yep.
So myself and then Artie for Education and him, we're doing a live tomorrow night on the manosphere and whether men are able to love themselves. And we're talking about like how it affects men, women, children, and families. So you should tune in to that. I think you'd like it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. I appreciate your input. Do you mind if I drop you down though?
Of course not. Well, unless you have some.
Oh, you went. Wait, where'd you go?
Oh, Uncle?
There you go.
I want to do a little more like safety checks too. I don't know if you know this, but that Frank Abagnale from Catch Me If You Can is a straight up fascist naming they're using now. It's like there's a whole bunch of these like the Groiper frog and shit where they just are hiding behind that shit.
So that's like a new so Frank Abagnale, because he's a real person.
He's the guy from Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah.
And like there's also like if you see the busts of like Tesla or the busts of old Greek dudes, it's just part of their Groiper army like
okay, well good.
PFP shit.
Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate you. That live is tomorrow night at as a matter of fact, he just messaged me on Discord. Let me check. Hold on. Um,
Mhm. Keep tapping. Keep sharing.
what time are we doing?
Send your daily heart me's. Everyone, also Aisha is a refugee, the person
Okay.
above me.
6 Central. So tomorrow, 7 Eastern, 6 Central. And yeah, and somebody said, and he said, I want to make sure. So our goal tomorrow, like this isn't a man bashing live that we're doing. Obviously we have a little bit of entertainment here, and when the fools make themselves fools, we let that go on. But we're not taking guests tomorrow. We're actually just having a conversation. So our goal is to talk about it. So I'm excited for that, because the truth is men need help and they're not helping themselves. And not every woman is going or needs or should help men. But some of us will give our energy, and it's a dirty job. But the truth is that somebody's got to do it. And I was reading something yesterday that I think we're in the phase. I saw this, I wish I had saved it. It was like, we're in like the phase of the patriarchy, like imploding. And I don't know if that's true or not, but a lot of times when we see things crumble, like right before it happens, it's like they are throwing their last ditch efforts like up against the wall. Just they're crumbling so hard that like feminism and like anti-racism, like it is working. Like I know it's not, and we're not there, but like when we see people crash out, right? Like and that's kind of what we're talking about, is like through the liberation of women and marginalized people, that identity that has been given like to men and white men, they don't know what to do. And so they've got to help themselves, but it's kind of like asking the blind lead the blind. So I'm excited to have this conversation, not from an argumentative, I'm going to try to convince one man. I'm excited to have this conversation. I'm already just swiped in too. So, but anyway, we do have a new guest.
Hello, hello, Ash. How you doing?
Good. How old are you?
I'm 28.
Okay. And is there a topic on the background you wanted to talk about?
To be honest with you, I have been listening to you for a while, and you have such a good point.
Thank you.
You are very intellectual, and although I am a male, but I am feminist too. You know, I consider myself feminist, and to me that means supporting both men and women equally. I believe that feminism isn't just about advocating for human rights, but also about ensuring that men are supported and respected as well, you know. If men face challenges or vulnerabilities, I'm there to stand up for them too. In my view, true feminism means promoting equality and compassion for everyone, regardless of gender. That is the truth.
I agree with you. And because you stayed quiet and showed respect, I appreciate that. I want to change the word though from equality to equity of respect, right?
Right.
So,
For example, I would like to give you an example.
Hold on. So while I agree that it's beneficial to respect all people, men don't deserve that respect equally, in my opinion, to women. There's a lack of equity in the respect given, and men need to work harder, in my opinion, to gain that equal respect, because they're already given a leg up on gaining and getting respect that they didn't deserve. So I agree with you.
Yeah,
that's where the line is of men need to help themselves.
Right, pretty much, yes. When it comes to the equity, it comes with the resources too, you know, the equal decentralization of resources for both male and female. But definitely, yes, men needs to doubly work hard for themselves first.
Yes, and other men like yourself need to talk to other men. I appreciate you. I'm going to drop you down though, just because I'm looking for opposition. Yes. he was respectful and stayed on mute, so I don't mind sharing the stage with people. But men need to be careful in the way that they say and view things, because it's very easy to slide into saying things like, well, men deserve the respect too. I don't think men off the bat deserve respect. I'm not saying all women right off the bat deserve respect, but when we're talking about feminism and women's realities, or any type of oppression, the oppressed person, in my opinion, does deserve respect right off the bat, because that's the only way you're going to find out if you're talking to somebody who understands oppression and is oppressed, and it's the only way you're going to learn how to not oppress that person. And so their voice matters more in those situations and should be elevated.
I'm so excited for this live tomorrow. I'm a licensed counselor, therapist, and I have really been passionate about this. As much as I hate, capital M patriarchy, right, men,
Yep.
but you're right. You're so right. They need the help, and it's not women's responsibility to help, but like you said, it's the blind leading the blind. I've been really interested in starting a group session, a group therapy specifically for Black men, because of the trauma, the intersectionality between race and gender. I think that there needs to be, because a lot of the time it seems like they're looking for community, right? But then they fall into these spaces where they are then fed stuff that only attacks their self-esteem, and then they push it on other people. So I'm super excited, and I'll be there tomorrow.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Whose live will it be on?
Well, if you follow me, it should, I should pop up in your lives. Do you know who Artie for Education is?
No, but I will look him up.
Artie, if you're in here, will you just comment? That way they can follow you, so that'll trigger it too. And then Facts, you can look up Facts Still Matter. Got this is his, if you can just see it really quick. I don't want to show my DMs, but do you see that little smiley face?
Yes.
That's what his profile picture looks like.
Okay.
Facts Still Matter. So if you just follow us, and then if you want to join my Discord too, it's in the link in my bio. Just send me a DM if the link doesn't work. Artie also has she also has a Discord. She does really cool book clubs, and they do a lot of reading.
That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah. Artie's not in here. She hasn't commented yet, so she may have left. But you can. I can send you her. I can send you her profile, and I'm not sure what her vetting process is for her Discord. But we can figure that out. But
awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, it was nice to meet you. I think there's nobody else in the guest request, so I think I'm just going to end for the day and get some stuff done. As a reminder, on Monday we have another special live with RTP Talks, and he's going to be joining me on my platform, and we're going to be talking about deconstruction from high demand religion. As for those, he got a what? He got a perma. Well, he'll be able to come up on his backup. He got a perma band. Oh shit. Okay, well maybe he'll come on his maybe he'll come on his. Sorry, I shouldn't be allowed to have the internet, guys. Man, I can't believe that, Casey. Okay, so but he does have he's got his backup. So I'm assuming he'll come on his backup, RTP Media. But for those of y'all who know Jay, he was raised in Mormonism and as a staunch Republican, even working with the Republican Party. And I think 8 years ago, he started his deconstruction from Mormonism, and which just coincided with everything. So we're going to talk about high demand religion and the impacts on. I think I've got to reach out to him and ask him how personal. I don't want him to get too personal, but just I want to stay on track with how that impacts. Because religion also ties back, everything that I am learning, and now the new lens on, and Artie's not here, but basically the lens of white supremacy is going to give you the answer to everything. So religion, sexism. Actually, interestingly enough, I watched another video too, sexism actually came first, which is weird. I watched this video of this woman describing about how the separation of men and women really came before. But anyway, it's all tied back to power dynamics and all that and everything. So I'm super excited, but I want to keep it in line with talking about how this impacts like children, men, and women. And I also I deconstructed from religion, and it took me a long time to kind of like separate myself from like the fear of hell, and like purity culture got me even for a long time. Now I stand up and I pull soup cans out of my vagina, as some of y'all know. For those of you who don't know, we had a man who compared a woman who had a high body count to having a soup can for a vagina. So that was interesting, because I love how men think that their penises are going to like ruin our vaginas, even though we make babies and push them out. Delusional men. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I try to behave myself, but that day was something else. Ash said we have another opposition. Oh, Wyatt's back. Trevs was trying to join. Do we want to yeah, some of y'all were here for the soup can live. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, we got both of them up here now. I kind of want to leave. I don't know. Trevs, are you opposition? Excuse me.
Am I what?
Did you want to talk? Did you disagree with and want to talk about one of the topics on the background?
Yeah, so I'm just intrigued. What is the
real quick?
What is the opposite from a feminist
Hold
and a
on.
male's perspective?
Just real quick, how old are you?
44.
Okay. What's your one of the topics up here?
Yeah, so I am a feminist and I don't hate men.
That's not a topic. That's just
That's
like
not a topic, right?
No, these are the topics right here. Do you disagree with any of those?
What does that say? YT men or what? I can't read it at the bottom.
A public health crisis.
Yeah, I disagree with that. I don't. Why would they be?
Give me a health crisis and I'll tell you how.
Give you a health crisis?
Yeah, name one and I'll tell you how.
So you want me to come up with something like cancer or something like that, or COVID?
Well, is cancer
And say and then say it's men's fault?
Hold on.
And disagree.
Has cancer been labeled a public health crisis somewhere?
It's pretty bad, yeah. It's everywhere.
Well,
it's 1 in 3.
Sure. Yeah, and I could definitely talk about cancer treatments tied to insurance and capitalism and white men who have majority rule and hold majority of wealth. And that's why we don't have universal health care. Therefore, our poor outcomes around cancer are due to capitalism, white supremacy, and white men hoarding all the money at the top.
White supremacy. Cancer is due to white supremacy.
Capitalism? Oh, absolutely.
I strongly disagree with that.
You strongly disagree?
Yeah, of course I do. Yeah, I mean, cancer's been going around for hundreds and thousands,
Sure.
a long time.
Hold on. What's capitalism?
It's making money.
Okay.
Basically
who holds the majority capital in the United States?
Well, it's probably, I don't know, top 5% or something.
Right, but who?
I've no idea. I don't know who owns the capital in the United States. You're probably going to say pharmaceutical companies, aren't you?
No, that's not the question I'm asking. I'm asking you who holds the majority of wealth, men or women?
Men.
Okay. And black men or white men?
White.
Okay. Well, there you go. So, due to capitalism...
Yeah, but that can't be... That is just the way it is. So if it were black men that hold the wealth in Africa... Yeah, but the majority of people in America are white.
Black men don't hold the majority wealth in everywhere in Africa.
No, but if you say Nigeria, who owns the majority of wealth, it's going to be black men, isn't it?
Let's look up the. So are you saying?
No, you can't be doing that. You can't have a debate then look up something.
Hold on.
It's got to be from your own mind.
Please stop talking.
Oh, right, then go on.
Sure, let's look it up. Stop.
Why are you looking it up? This is the debate.
Trevs, shut the fuck up. Listen for a moment. Show me the wealth gap in Nigeria that shows that black people hold the majority wealth and white people are poor in Nigeria. Is that what you want me to? Is that just?
I didn't say white people were poor in Nigeria.
Okay, but the wealth gap here, right, the same wealth gap, show it to me. Show me the wealth gap in Nigeria between black men and everybody else.
Sorry, but your debate's void.
I'll go ahead and mute you, and then you can come back with the source to show me. If I'm wrong, then we can discuss that, right? But go ahead here. I'm sorry, you came off mute. I think your thumb slipped. If you go ahead and just, you can swipe off and then go find the source and bring it back. I actually don't know the answer. I'm using some common sense to probably say you're somewhat wrong. But go ahead.
Sorry, I'm free thinking. I don't want to search anything. I want to use my own mind.
So you're using your feelings instead of using facts. That's not how debates work. You don't just pull things out of your ass. That's silly.
I'm free thinking, and so therefore, what I'm
That's terrible, Alex. Where's your accent from? Love, actually.
I'm sorry?
Where's your accent from? Your English accent?
She's
I
mocking
pulled it
you
out.
'cause
I
you're being
pulled it out
silly.
of my butt. Are you getting the source?
I'm not getting any source. I'm a free thinking person.
Okay, hold on. So
when I'm in a
Trent,
debate,
be quiet.
I like to debate my own thoughts.
Let's just say we were having a conversation, since we're clearly not. But let's just pretend that we were having a conversation and you were trying to convince me of something, right? How would you show me and convince me what you're talking about? Because your feelings aren't good enough for me. So now we're at an impasse where I think something and you think something. So I'm free thinking too. Do you want to show me perhaps so I could join you in your free thinking?
Listen, if I'm in a public space and I'm talking about what I think, I wouldn't go, hang on, I'm just going to...
Oh, this isn't a public space. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Why do you keep muting me? I'm trying to speak.
Oh, because it's not a public space, and I think that you're confused about the rules here. I'm so sorry. When you knocked on the door and then I had to let you up, that was you asking for permission to come into my private space. I'm so sorry. Did you?
This is your private space. You're on TikTok. It's the internet.
Hi, this is my house.
Oh
This
my
is my
God.
house. It's called Ash's house.
How do y'all survive?
This is TikTok. This is the internet.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
not, you're not on your house
so
now.
So TikTok's kind of like the world, right? And then my space here is like my house in the world, right? So like I also live in the world, but like if you knocked on my door and then I let you in my house, you don't have, that's not your space, right? So you're in my space. Welcome. Are you ready to follow the rules in my space? Because we all can just go about, like, we'll be fine, right? We're gonna go on just fine without knowing what Trev's feelings are. We're gonna be fine if we just end the live here. You know that, right? That we're not missing out on anything. Now, if you want to go ahead and show us something, we can.
gift حبيبتي gift
Gift
مساعدة
Aisha, please.
للبيبي.
Aisha's a refugee in Syria and she hangs out in my live, so please make sure you are gifting
الله
Aisha.
يبارك فيكي يا رب. الله يخلي لك البيبي.
All right, Trevs, go ahead and give us the wealth gap statistics in Nigeria. I love how I don't know anything about the wealth gap in Nigeria. My favorite part of idiots coming up here is that I get educated by having to go and find why you're probably wrong. Or if you're right, then I would learn that I'm right and I would get education. It's so cool how you guys do that for me. But let me go ahead and do this. But when you're ready, just go ahead and bring those sources back. Hi, Nafi. How are you? No, we can't hear you.
Testing.
Oh, now we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Trevs, because this is just ridiculous, and I have to ask him. But I think he's away. Trevs. Yoo-hoo.
Yeah, I'm here. She keeps putting me on mute because she doesn't like a debate unless
Well,
I'm
I'm
Googling
asking you to
something.
come back with a source.
No, she's asking me to Google things she doesn't know. And that's her debate.
Wait, why would you have to Google
And she
something?
thinks that this is her house. It's not TikTok.
Trev, why would you have to Google something you already know? I'm the one that has to Google it because I don't know. I'm asking you to educate me. Go ahead.
If the majority of a country are black, or the majority of a country are white, or the majority of a country are Asian, the wealth will go with the majority. Do you understand that without Googling it?
That's not true. That's not how that works, Trev.
You don't understand that?
No,
you want to
you're
mute
wrong.
me
No,
again
no,
if
no,
you
no,
want.
no.
Google yourself.
Trev, you're wrong. Not how that works. It's not based on the population who has more people in a country that owns the wealth. That's not how that works.
Yeah, it is.
Do men or women in the United States hold the majority wealth?
Men, I've already said this.
Well, women are the majority.
We didn't go into gender.
Hold on, and women
we didn't start saying that's gender Google.
And women are the majority population. Did you know that? It's 51% women and 49% men. So why do they hold the majority wealth? Dun, 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 dun.
Oh my gosh, that is so. It's just so such a simple way of thinking. Like wow,
So simple.
like wow. And then he's like, "We're not talking about gender." She's giving you an equivalent example.
Okay, now I'm just gonna go ahead and like nip this in the bud. Okay, Nigeria is 99% black. So yes, in Nigeria, black people hold the vast majority of wealth. They're 99% black. But I think that if we got in...
Thank you. You've answered your own question with Google.
No,
well done.
I
And I'm going.
absolutely did
Bye-bye.
not.
Bye.
If you look at-
Bye.
Travis, don't run. He ran.
There we go. Somebody said now do South Africa. Now do South Africa. Here's the thing. I don't have the time today, but I would be willing to bet that if we did some math and looked at maybe what's happening with the 1% of white people in Nigeria, that they probably somehow I'm not even going to say that because I don't know the answer to that. But that's what's so great about this is now I'm going to probably go do some digging on my own so I can be educated. But he couldn't prove it, so I guess none of us learned anything.
Yeah. But it's white men that control the resources in Africa. Specifically, if we were to take a look, banks, gas, the specific specific foods, it's by white men. It's controlled by white men because they control the resources in Africa. And that is why they literally have a G side, and we can't do that. We don't have that power to stop them because they are G-siding people just to get the resources. So for him to say that is just ridiculous. But yeah.
No, it's just, yeah. I appreciate you coming up. Thanks, Sugar and Spices, as well for joining. I'm gonna go ahead and end the live because here we are. I think that was a decent place. We made some friends, and then he ran. So I think that's a good way.
Great way to end.
Yeah.
Thank you
I appreciate
for having
you
me
all.
up.
I'm sorry.
Thank you and bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Thank you so much. Yep.
Of course.
I appreciate you guys. Make sure you're following me. I am looking one thing up that I just kind of want to look at really quick just to see what I can find on this. This isn't giving me what I wanted. Hold on. So Nigeria, like, wouldn't be a great place to talk about the inequality between white and black people because it is 99% black on who holds the wealth. But I think like what Nafi was saying is important to like look at like who holds the resources. But when you look at so Nigeria is more about class-based and the elite. But when you do look at per capita, white people still make more than black people in Nigeria. So that's what I was trying to look at. Well, they pulled up South Africa is where we see that. In Nigeria, it's a harder comparison because the majority, like major majority are black people. But white people still per capita do make more. Like, I mean, it's just fucking simple. Like, we just know this. Like, we just know this. This is just how it is. White residents earn more per capita in Nigeria, but they are a tiny group. Nigeria's inequality is driven by small black elite versus the rest. In South Africa, white citizens earn more per capita and hold far more wealth. This is a direct legacy of the apartheid and remains structurally embedded. I mean, it's just fucking easy to just go. The gas in Nigeria is BP Shell, which is a Western company owned by white men. I mean, yeah, exactly. That's why, I mean, when we look at the resources globally, right? White supremacy and capitalism, which is driven mostly by white men, whether you want to, like, it's like they say it's class. Yeah, it's class. But why have white men remained in the top part of classism? Because of racism. That's how we got there. Right? The classism, class came and is attributed with that. It's a fucking, it goes with it, guys. It goes with it. I'm so annoyed. Okay, anyway, who are we raiding? Let's pick somebody to raid. You guys tell me who to raid, and then we'll go there.
ساعديني حبيبتي، ساعديني بس حق حليب للبيبي. الله يوفقك، الله يرزقك يا رب. Gifta.
Aisha, some coins before you go. Swan. Oops. So do we want to go and we can, I'm not on Twitch. I'm going to get, you're welcome. I'm going to get it on Twitch eventually. I'm getting a new laptop and it'll be here this weekend and I'll be able to do more. Okay. What is Swan's, I don't know if I follow Swan. I think maybe I do. Let's go do somebody new. Swan, I don't know who that is. Will you put their name in and then I'll go in there as well. Yeah, the raids don't work on TikTok the same way on Twitch. You have to actually go there. Yeah, I need to. I just gotta like, okay, Swan of Blackness, but it's spelled BLAQUENESSS. All right, let's go over there. I will see you all over there, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Blackness, but it's spelled BLASSS. All right, let's go over there. I will see you all over there, and I'll see you